See if anybody else coming. I don't know if I got volume. Can you hear me, Vince? Do I have volume? Yep, I got volume. Good morning, Mike. Let me go on over here. Hang out. See who I can get out. Give it a few seconds and see who I can get up. Good morning, Deva. I started to do a little stream. See who I can get up on here at 8 o'clock in the morning. While my clothes dry.
What'd you say?
I said, who I can get up at 8 o'clock in the morning while my clothes dry.
Morning.
Good morning.
Da, 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 da,
I
da.
ain't doing no Shirley Murdoch. It's
Da,
too
da, da,
early.
da, 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 da,
I
da.
might hurt my voice this morning.
Oh, how you doing?
I'm blessed.
Yes, indeed.
My pain finally went away from physical therapy.
Okay.
I'll never do that one exercise again. Had me up all Friday night.
mm.
That type of pain. Ooh, hoodies for $6.
Uh-oh. Are you
Cheap.
shopping?
No, I'm
Morning,
checking my
Angelo.
email.
Morning, Mike on the fly. Morning, Vince.
Delete emails. That's what I'm doing. Delete emails. Did you
Oh.
get 500 water change yesterday?
Hmm.
You got all your water change yesterday?
No, I didn't do any. I've been doing them like after work, so I just have to do a little one, the little tanks today. I do the big ones during the week. So I don't like taking like 2 hours out of my Sunday. So the little ones will take about a half hour. Got rid of some more guppies yesterday. Yep. 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 Gary be on vacation. Yay.
Congratulations.
I got to go to work tomorrow because I got an important meeting, but after that, I'm off. Yay, yay, yay. Oh, it's hot. I need to turn the air on. Good Lord.
You turned the air off last night?
Yeah, because it gets too cold. Bless you.
I didn't bring my ice things. It got hot. I need ice. I need cold water.
My allergies. Good Lord.
I'm blessed. It's not bothering me. I don't have no outside air in the house anyway.
Mm.
I try to keep this
Oh.
house closed. Hazel eyes. Welcome.
Oh. Good morning, Hazel Eyes.
Why is my thing doing this? I know I'm going to AT&T when they bring the optical fiber stuff in here. I'm tired.
Mm.
I need speed.
Good. Oh.
The 90 said she gas it. She got everything on in her house.
Mm.
TV sets, computers, laptops,
Mm.
Wii,
Mm.
PlayStation 4s. And she be
Jeez.
halfway down the street and she don't got the top thing and she don't got her band up all the way. And she still
Mm.
connects to her Wi-Fi.
Mm.
That puppy ain't had them fries yet.
Mm.
I didn't even talk to Jesse this morning. That's kind of weird. Normally he called me in the middle of the night. Daddy must have worked the crap out of him yesterday.
I'm good, Hazel Eyes. How are you?
For me not to get no call from him at 3 and 4 in the morning is kind of weird.
Mm. Well, he had a rough week, though. Remember?
He stayed home all week.
Yeah, but still, he was getting up at 4 a.m.
But Friday he laid down and caught some sleep, and that was a good thing.
Yep.
I ain't heard nothing from Joseph all day. Did he release the news this morning? I haven't
I haven't
seen
seen
nothing.
it yet.
I keep
I hope he
looking.
got power. Maybe he might have lost power or something. You know, his power is not predictable.
I bet you and Fish Keeper of Jamaica is teaming up.
Yeah, that was fun. I really like him. He's got a really good spirit. Dang.
I'm about to wrap my knee up. I'm gonna tell him y'all not gonna make me be up all night long in pain from physical therapy.
Mm-mm. Hmm.
Y'all give me a new exercise, I go home and do it, and I be in pain all night, can't sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm one of those persons. I'm not gonna sit here and pop pain pill after pain pill after pain pill after pain pill. They hope it works.
Yep.
Oh, I'm not gonna do that. I'm in pain. I just gonna stay up all night. Forget it. About to rub this cream now over here. I had to put a glove on because I got this one cream got peppers in it.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I put me a plastic glove on when I put my I would not use that cream because I put a plastic glove on and rub it in. They give me about half an hour piece.
It's
I could
hot too here too, Hazel Eyes. See what the weather gonna be like today. Hey yo, the forecast for today. Hey yo.
I could keep that. You get that weird that heat coming out that soft.
Mm. Yep, it's already 78 degrees GCP. Then it's supposed to rain. Then it's supposed to be hell again.
The rain is gonna be not
Mm.
hitting. Yeah.
Mm.
Let me go to Google because that first one lies and tell you it's 76 degrees. They be lying to you.
That's psych you out, get you out the house till you go out the door and the heat hits you in the face like a wet sock.
This woman found out her boyfriend was cheating after Jamie JJ.
What you reading?
This woman found out her boyfriend was cheating at Jimmy John's.
Mm-mm.
You know when you go on that, you hit Google and you read all the stupid news. Tiger
Shoot.
Plego. Oh, they look
Ugh.
beautiful. Tiger Plegos.
Mm.
That
I
fish
think this
keeper 2 years ago had some Tiger Plegos.
tiger plecos.
Yes. Yeah, it says 78 degrees. It's going to be 96 today.
Mm-hmm.
I should have got up and walked at 5 o'clock this morning.
Yep.
I'm going to start doing, get up and start walking at 5 in the morning. Need to get up one night and clean this carpet.
Oh, I need to do that. Don't remind me.
You're on vacation.
I know, but the work never ends. It may be off one job, but I mean you probably gonna work at the other job. Then I gotta set up that 20 gallon and start getting it cycled. And I gotta move. That means I gotta move tanks. But my son's on vacation, so he's gonna help me. And then I got to clean out that 36 gallon because when I got it, she said, "Well, it's a little dirty. That thing is filthy.
Oh well, it's
It's
time to go. You got a
filthy."
water hose, take it outside and clean it.
Yeah, well, that's what I do, but still, good Lord. I mean, when she said a little dirty, no, it's filthy.
Hope it don't have that. Oh God, you gotta get a razor blade and get the scraping.
Oh, no, 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 no. I got one of them little, what's the doohickey thingies? And I'm gonna get one of them, they say you can use the magic eraser as long as they don't have any chemicals in them.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's vacation, but it'll be some work, 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 work. Still work, 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 work,
She
work,
trying to
work,
start me up this morning. I'm trying to behave myself. Y'all
work.
see, I ain't been joking around, but she want to start me up. I've been serious. She trying to get me
if if it
unserious.
if it's that easy, then
Dun, 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 dun,
ba-da-dum-bum-bum.
dun, dun.
Hello, let me see. How do I pronounce this? Ba bang bagini
The B is
bagani
silent. Uh,
bagani.
uh,
Good morning, or good
in
evening, or good afternoon.
Hindu.
We're gonna see angels. Oh, you calling us angels? Thank you. Good morning, tropical aquariums.
Angelo.
Oh, the I thought that whoever it was calling us angels. So they thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's the nicest thing that anyone's ever done for me. Da 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 da. Don't get me started. It's too late.
You in a happy mood. You happy.
Oh, happy. Cause I'm happy. Cause I'm happy. Uh, uh. Da, 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 da.
Spirit animal must not be up yet.
Nope, he was up late on this computer. This computer is still sitting, this laptop's still sitting here. Because I fell asleep. I was tired.
Fell asleep Friday night.
Yep. He was up. Because usually he'd be up in my face. I want some
You must,
breakfast.
you must have ate those eggs. How long it take eggs to hatch?
I have no idea. Nope. I'm a novice to egg breeders. I know
You tried
nothing.
everything
I didn't even know I had eggs in my Hillstream tank.
until you
They
saw the
must have been,
prize.
yep, they must have been hidden back in there. I wanted to rescape that tank so bad, and now I can't do nothing.
Gotcha.
But my plants and everything, that new light I got is really good. Now, who the heck want a pirate wedding?
Huh?
Everybody dressed up like I'm watching wedding shows. I love watching wedding shows. And this girl, all her guests are dressed like pirates.
Want to get into
Everybody in
being
the
a
wedding
wedding
party
planner?
dressed like a pirate.
See, they doing that stuff now.
Now, I used to do weddings, and I tell brides, think about this. 20 years from now, when you look back at your pictures, What do you want them to look like? Don't think about just now. Think about when you, well, she got on a regular wedding dress at least, but
If they
everybody in the
last for
wedding,
20 years,
yeah, that's true.
then nobody's wedding gonna last for
She
20
dressed, they
years.
dress like pirates. It is kind of sweet, but
Tell us
no.
about eggs. I have no idea. Only thing I know is I put a breathing mop in the tank with them cherry bars overnight, and I took the mop out and I put it in the air in the tank.
You gotta
Now
look
when
through them and look for the eggs.
I just took the mop out, put an air stone in it, and call it a day. I ain't stressing myself out.
Hmm.
I give it to this weekend. If it don't work, oh well. Sarah,
Hmm.
but I'm about to melt all these fishes out up too.
Male and a female.
No, I'm melt every last one of these tetras away.
Because they say you put a male and a female in there. Watch Mark's Aquatics. He been breeding all kind of fish. So you put the male and the female in there, and you put a spotting mop or some Java mouse. I decided to get Java mouse, and then they say the tank, like, turn all the lights out, and then get up in the morning and turn the lights on. They should start spawning. They'll start going in and out of the mop and scattering eggs. You'll be able to see them scatter the eggs. And
Hmm.
once you see that, you got to take them out because they'll eat the eggs.
Hmm.
So I got two big things of, well, they ain't really big, but I got two things of Java mouse, and I'm cleaning out one of those 5.5 gallons to try to do some breeding. Because I think I got like three females that are pregnant, but I didn't have any males. So that's why I went and bought them extra ones, hoping there's a male in there. But I got to figure out which is which.
I'm on all these fishes. There's
That's why I
75
bought so
gallons.
many. So I
Who
could
is
try to figure out what's what. But
Lawrence?
I got to figure out what's what. What's what? Yep, tropical. Check out Mark's Aquatics. He's been breeding like I think tetras.
I heard you
And
gotta do special water.
no, he didn't say nothing about special water.
Got all the
He
stuff
said
in
condition them with live foods. That's the only thing that I saw. And then he said you gotta have like special food for the fry, like infusoria, which is easy to make. He just took boiled some broccoli, and then after the broccoli, he took the broccoli and put it in a bowl, and he said in a day or two it'll have like these infusoria, these little bitty like worm thingies, and that's what he feeds the fry. I guess you could do baby brine shrimp too. Good morning, my mar marja marjas.
Namaste.
Namaste. We were saying that in our staff meeting the other day. That's
Oh,
just how crazy it was.
oh my God.
Namaste. Because everybody was all fired up, and I'm just looking around the table at this, like, y'all precious, just precious. Because I don't, they, you got the bobble,
Eggs are floating around the
you
mop.
got the bobbleheads to sit there and nod their head no matter what anybody says. You just want to just reach out and touch them. Like, you
Man,
know
I
good and
see
well
the
you don't
eggs
agree with
floating.
that. Fake.
These eggs are.
You're in New Zealand tropical aquariums, aren't you? You're where Teresa is. And your angels are still trying to breed. I don't know. I think it does because most of those fish come from um like the Amazon. But seemed like I read that if you do like a big colder water change, like to do a huge water change, sometimes that'll promote them to breed. Teresa, hey beautiful.
I heard my name. I know I did not.
Good morning, Clayton Life
Go
Story.
ahead, Teresa. I know I tried not to add her, but she's gonna chew me out. I did. I
Oh
put her
yeah.
on.
Ooh, what
I
time is
didn't
it
put her.
there?
I didn't put her on here. Now I am.
You in trouble?
I didn't
Hey
add her.
Rob, Rob, what's up, Rob?
I didn't add
Good
her.
morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
I didn't add her.
1
No.
a.m. Ooh, Lord.
I just add her now, but I added her before. She can't get up unless
She
she's
like
up.
it's 1 a.m.
I
Ooh,
did
wee.
not add her. I just add Rob too, so Rob can come on here.
Robbie Rob.
You can make Rob come on here.
Sure, he should come on. Come on, Rob. Come on. What you doing, Rob? Come on, Rob. You scared? Teresa
Scared.
kills me with them. She kills me with them colloquialisms and urban
Scared.
dialects.
Scared.
Hey, Bronze Reefer.
You know I hear the word.
Scared.
You know what I think about.
Oh, Lord. She kills me with that. You scared.
Derek had a street party yesterday.
Who did?
Derek and them did.
They had a block party?
Yeah,
Oh, those are
they
fun.
got legal. They got it out
Don't
legal and everything.
don't eat the potato salad.
No, it's too hot.
Yeah. When I have a cookout and well, or if I have like people come over and they want to be outside, I get a bowl of ice and I sit the potato salad down in a bowl of ice. But if you don't, I have gotten sick from potato salad because when I was in Girl Scouts, my
Rob
stupid
said,
troop
I'm going
leaders,
to bed. It's time
uh-uh.
to get up and party.
Yeah, yeah.
Where all the
But
party
when
people
I,
at? Where they at?
yeah, but when I was in Girl Scout, my scout leaders, we went for a hike, and my scout leaders left the potato salad sitting in a bag or something. And we came back and we ate that potato salad, and we was hurling all over the world. Oh God, we were so sick, all of us. Cause first my mom thought I had the flu or something, but then she called my cousin's mom, and my cousin's mom was like, "Yeah, Julia's sick too." And my mom was like, "Well, what did y'all eat?" And I told her, and she was like, "Oh, they didn't put the potato salad in the cooler." And we were like, "No." Oh God, we were so sick. Oh God, that's is that salmonella poisoning? I think, or I think that's what you get when you eat hot mayonnaise.
Here you go, Rob. Great.
All right, Rob.
Going to bed. I'll be right back. He ain't coming back. He
Be
going to sleep.
right
He
back.
probably been up all night long.
Intermission.
Angelo moved
International.
yet? Or he's still up north.
Who?
Angelo. What you call him? Jay? Jay
I don't
moved
know.
from New Jersey yet?
I don't know.
There came we got CD plants got water.
Robbie Rob.
What's up, everybody?
Good morning, sunshine.
Good morning. How you doing, Big?
I'm
I'm
hanging in
good.
there.
Oh, you said big. You changed something. You changed your thumbnail.
Label. The
What's up,
thumbnail.
Nashville?
The diamond, the king, got the crown, 93.
Yes, ma'am.
I like that. That's nice.
Yeah, Jay made that. He's pretty sweet on the logos.
Who?
Jay Aquafunk.
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's pretty
okay.
sweet on it.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, he got mad because he didn't know that I changed my name to Rob 93 Aquatic. So now he has to do another one.
Oh, it's all good. Y'all gonna stream tonight?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We got a
I'll
lot
be
going
there.
on.
I'll be
6
there.
o'clock p.m.
Uh,
It
And
seems like
then there.
every time they stream, my Wi-Fi goes down.
Oh no.
that's
And
not
then
good.
Chris Multi Tank Addiction is streaming at 6 p.m.
Pacific time.
Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. So everybody check out Multi Tank Addiction.
9 o'clock p.m.
Yep, I'll be here. Be there because that's my quiet time before Sunday, before Monday. I'll be trying to get
Right.
my head together. Go back to the salt mine.
Oh, I thought it was a donut shop. Change it all the
Let's
time.
go to the salt mine. No, I
Now
make
it's
the
a change it.
donuts. I make the donuts.
So you just
So
saying the
what's
donuts.
Yep. So what's going on in your neck of the woods, Robbie Rob? What's the weather like?
It's 105 here.
Oh wow.
It's starting to get hot.
Georgia.
Oh wow. That's hell for sure.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking
Oh
about
no.
putting some fish outside, but it
Nope.
gets too hot out there almost.
Yeah, that's too hot.
Hey,
Even in the
shit.
shade.
Yeah, exactly. And then also you gotta think I live in a place where it gets really, really hot and then it gets really, really cold. So once it
Yeah.
gets around wintertime I gotta get it out. So I don't know how I'm
Yeah.
gonna do there. Cookies here.
Yeah.
Tell me to go to bed. The cheek of it.
It's 1 a.m.
I really,
Wakey wakey.
seriously, I really don't sleep that much. I think the max amount of sleep I get is probably like
Wakey
4
wakey.
hours, if that.
Oh. Oh, I'd be a zombie.
Exactly.
I'm so used to it by now. I kind of don't notice unless it's like 3 days straight with like no sleep, and then I'm just like drunk, like slurring and mixing up words.
I gotta get my clothes out to dry. They should be dry by now. I'll be back.
All right.
Hey man, Fish Steven, how's those new White Cloud minnows doing?
They're doing good. They're still in quarantine. I'm gonna leave them in there. Probably not. You know what? Don't take this wrong, fish keepers. But you know what my phrase is? Nothing's floating. That's all I say. That whenever I go look at my tanks, good. Nothing's floating.
Yep, that's how it
And
is. Yeah,
nothing's dead at the bottom.
All right. Yeah, so they're doing really well. They're doing good. Yeah,
good.
yeah. Can't wait to add them to the tank. As soon as I get this, figure out what I'm gonna do with all these babies and how many I have, because I can't tell. So I was telling Big I was supposed to do a rescape of the 55 after I said I wasn't gonna change it. I decided I wanted to change it because I wanted to take some plants out. But now I can't do nothing. I got to be really careful about my water changes. I can't do no gravel back. So, having new fish, little bit, fry is nice, but it really puts a spin on things.
Yeah, it does. Sure it does.
Yeah, but yeah, but I'm pretty excited about having those little hill streams. I was just like, my son was like, "Mom, you're goofy," because I was like, "Look, babies, yeah."
He just doesn't understand.
No,
Yeah.
he won't even put his hands in tank water. I tried him. I was at work and I needed him to do. Oh, I got some fish in while he worked second shift, so he was there to get them. And I was like, so telling him what to do to acclimate the fish. He was like, "I'm not doing that. That's nasty water." I was like, "Dude, really?
Some people don't feel comfortable.
You used to put your hands in your poopy diaper, and now you don't want to touch fish water? Really?"
Fish water at that, right?
Right.
He'd probably be like, I never used to do that. I don't know what you're talking about.
This is the son that used to take when he saw it in his diaper, he would take them off. And he just
my daughter would do that.
yes, and it was like, really? Because he would just come running in the room butt naked and be like, "Where's your diaper? Like, where'd your diaper go?"
The exact same way, and my younger one would go, "Me too, poo poo.
Yeah,
Me too, poo poo, mama."
it would be in his crib, and he would he'd wake up, climb out of his crib, and come and find wherever I was in the house, butt naked. Just like, seriously, dude, like, where's your diaper? I don't know. This is, oh my God. So anyway, yeah. So I can't even get him to do nothing with that tank. I barely because I had to both my sons had to move it. And so I told him, I said, "Well, I wanted to put a hang on back on that aquarium. I'm not moving that aquarium." I'm like, "Dude." Because when he put it in there, I wasn't thinking, and they put it too close to the wall. So now I can't get the hang on back, even though I got 3 huge sponge filters in there. I was going, I'm obsessive compulsive disorder. I was going to add another filter because I'm just cuckoo like that.
Yeah, so my boyfriend was like, "Why do you have like 2 sponge filters and a hang on back?"
Right.
The tank's not that big. And I'm like, well, those like don't pick up the larger particles, and I need some kind of flow in there.
Right.
It's like, it still doesn't make sense. And I'm just like, I'll do the fish and you do the computer game.
Did you tell him to look at the tank and see how clean it was? That's all that matters.
No, he doesn't care. He's like, fish is stupid. He's one of those. Fish are dumb. I don't get it. No.
Get him a fish. He'll understand.
Nah, he doesn't like fish at all.
Wow.
He hates them. He's just a cat and dog person. I think the only thing he ever really has slight interest in is the axolotls, and that's because he's seen me literally crying on the kitchen floor because one's died.
Oh. I want axes so bad, but I just know I couldn't. I wouldn't be able to work. Maybe once I retire, I'll get them, but no. I'd be at work. I'd have to have a camera set up and.
Right.
Nah, I was used to be like that until I realized that they're a lot hardier than people give them credit for.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep. Like, let's see. I went away for 2 weeks without doing water changes or anything, and they survived. Like, the tank was green with like algae, and because it was near a window, but they were fine. They were happy.
I saw those for the first time at a fish store, and I looked at it myself, and it was pretty cool. I don't think I could be able to take care of them. I don't know nothing about axolotls.
The only, oh no, they're pretty. They don't really do much. I ain't gonna lie, but they are pretty.
They are
They pretty
beautiful.
much just sit on the bottom and like, yeah, that's about it.
Derp.
Yeah, they're a bit derp. That's super derpy. Super derpy. And super messy, but other than that, they're pretty easy to keep. As long as you keep your water like good.
Pristine.
No, not pristine. My tanks aren't like pristine. Just because axolotls are so incredibly messy, it just, unless you're cleaning it every single day, yeah, there is just no way.
Are they poopy machines?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't mind them pooping. It's like they'll swim through their poop and it disintegrates in the water and it fouls the water. So, like, I'm that person who, as soon as I see poop in there, I'm just like, get the turkey baster and suck it up.
What's up, Mad Dog?
Hey, man.
Hey, dude. Mad Dog, ain't seen you in a while. How you doing?
I'm back.
Okay.
Back again.
Da.
Mad Dog is in the house.
In his house.
If you don't want a dirty fish, don't get a flower.
Oh, Lord.
They're very
Really?
What you up doing, a water change?
every 3 days.
Oh, no.
Well, I just
water changes.
I do a big one every between 5 and 7 days.
Right.
I'll do like at least 50%, sometimes more.
That's
On
just
your
because it's
45.
overstocked, though, isn't it?
I just those hill streams need to have really clean water,
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
so
I can't do that on my
big
tank.
ones.
I can't do it. I can do on like, well, I've now dubbed the tank of death. I could do 20 or 30%, and I'd be fine. If I did any more, the tank would just.
Yeah.
With the axolotls, it's 40% every.
Trying to
8
creep
days.
on. I see you.
Yeah.
Can't creep on me.
Creeping.
Hey, he just released the news. What's up, Joseph? Good morning.
Good morning. The internet was out all night.
That's what I thought.
Just said
It was
that.
done. It was done. I was trying to upload all night. The upload speed was about a quarter of a megabyte upload, so it was saying like 2.5 hours, and I went to bed and let it do its thing, and it still didn't do it this morning. And then I went back to sleep on the couch and waited longer. Finally, they had rebooted, like the internet on the island. They rebooted the whole network, and it's working now.
Yep.
Island life.
Yep. Paradise.
You know, folks have
Oh,
electricity on the island.
Yay.
Y'all trying to bring modernization
Who
to
needs
the
power when we
island.
got beautiful beaches, right?
Right.
Who needs
Power's
internet
out.
and who needs electricity? What?
Yeah.
Go to the beach.
Trying to
Go to the
bring
beach.
modernization to paradise. Why?
You complain about the power being out, they look at you like you're crazy, like,
Mm.
whatever, get over it. Like,
Go swimming.
oh,
Go
I
eat up
should do
your
that
dinner.
today. I'll see you
Yep.
guys later. I'm out of here. I should be at the beach right now.
Hey, you go to the water, I think you'll melt.
Life's a
No.
beach.
Oh, I got sand in my toes. I don't know what to do.
Ah.
Sand in your trunks.
I got sand in
Oh.
my crack.
Oh, that reminds me of my youngest nephew. He likes to put sand in his swimming trunk.
Daddy, I want to go to
He put
bed.
sand in
No,
what?
you gotta go take a bath. You got sand up there.
my little nephew, he loves. He'll get out of the car, go running into the water, just so it's just above his ankle, sit down, and proceed to put sand inside his swimming trunk.
I did
Oh
that.
my God.
I did that when I was a little kid.
Single time, and I'm like, "What are you doing?"
Mm.
He's like, "Playing." Just
Playing?
yep. Then he like stand up, walk a bit deeper, wash the sand off, and then go chase crabs. Whatever floats his boat.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Puss Puss. I didn't mean to donk you on the head.
Oh, I need something. I
Coffee.
need something.
What? What'd you need?
Coffee and food.
Oh, I'm working on my second cup.
Oh, something popped in my head. 2 Chad.
I just had to wake up and make a thumbnail first thing.
Hmm.
That's what I had for breakfast was Photoshop. I'm gonna go boil water.
Okay. What's the temperature, Teresa, where you at?
Hi, Chris. Gotta log back into my phone. 8 degrees Celsius.
Hey, Chris. I
which
know.
is
I got my coffee and everything, Chris, and no stream, so Biggie's taking up the slack.
46 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's supposed to get down to 37.
When everybody crying the blues talking about this big he can have this bag. Vicky be leaving at 9:30. Somebody gonna have to take over the stream.
What's going on at 9:30?
Gotta go to my meeting. I'll be gone for 2 hours.
Okay. You might have to come back. I gotta cook breakfast, take the little one home.
You dumping him early this morning? Get ready, grandbaby.
I have to get him ready first, then take him home.
I don't want to stay with you.
No, I be needing a break, man.
You on vacation?
Her
He
ears
wears
need a
me.
break.
You gonna come back and get me?
Yeah, I'll get him. I'll get him Tuesday when I get back from the doctor. But
Oh, I struck my shirt. Oh well, it was too big in the first place.
Hey, Muck Muck. Good morning. He's awake. He's
He
awake.
lost one person. Somebody dumped me. Somebody don't love me anymore.
First thing he says is, "Can you do the computer?" Like you just woke up.
Do what we
my
did. Go outside. Get out the house.
No, these kids don't go play outside like we used to do.
It's just so much. It's after Mickey's. It's it's somebody's birthday. We can play outside.
Oh, if it's somebody's birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, other
Yeah,
than
That
that.
don't count. What you
Waddy's
talking
birthday.
about?
How Waddy's mom said we
Somebody's
can
birthday,
play
you
outside.
can play
and
outside.
Waddy's birthday.
No, go to the park and what else? I don't know.
Yeah.
I take my kids to the
Nothing.
park and I take them to like the little like man-made lake to feed duck,
Mm.
bug
Yeah.
hunting.
Dad.
It's too hot right now. They don't want to go out unless they go to a water
Yeah.
park.
We always go to the water park.
I know you did, sir.
No, we didn't go to the big water park.
Oh, you didn't go to the big water park? You just went to a little one?
Yeah.
Okay.
After the little one, we have to go to the big water park.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir.
See, these are two different shirts. Don't get these shirts mixed up now. They are two different oranges.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
they look exactly the same.
Oh, don't even get me started.
How?
Already dealt with that color thing
Move
earlier.
your feet. Move your feet.
What, Teresa? Don't tell me, they are two different colors, see?
Yeah, one's well, I call that a burnt orange or rusty orange.
Burnt.
Yeah.
I'm colorblind.
Really?
You are?
Yes. Warm
So
colors.
am I.
Warm colors, yeah.
Green and brown and navy and black. I can't see.
Yeah, warm colors for me are hard, like real bad. I can't see them. Real bad.
Oh wow.
Who we got in here? Is there look recognize that? I can't talk. Oh, it's Rob.
What's up, Dave?
Yeah, he changed his
What's up, man?
thumbnail.
How are you? Yeah, I was like, who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Who's that?
Who that is? Who that is?
Who let them in
Yeah.
here?
I had to change my name.
Who let them
My
in?
name didn't have anything to do with fish.
Chris, good morning. How are you? What are you doing here? You got things to do. Oh, that's right. You changed it to nights now, huh? On Zoom at nights. I think, right? Is that for now on? Is that wasn't just a one-time thing? Oh, I put sausage. I got sausage in the pan. Water boiling for
Yum.
my French press. I want to do like a
Yeah.
video, like in one of my videos. I want to do like a whole little montage of like making coffee, like everybody else
Yeah.
seems to do.
Jimmy does that.
Peter McKinnon started it, I think.
Mm.
He did one. I don't know. As far as I know, Peter McKinnon like does like the ultimate one because he's got all these crazy apparatuses to like make coffee, like craziness. And then Jimmy did it once. I don't know who else did it, but Priscilla did it in her collaboration with Rob from Flip Aquatics.
Mm.
And I make my coffee in a French press, so I thought that would give it, it'd give me
Definitely.
something to film. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just to play with the camera. It's more to play with the camera and maybe film in 120 frames per second as I fill the French press with hot coffee.
Mm.
Watch, I don't know. This camera's giving me a headache, though. Oh, it's giving me a headache. There's so much to learn. And I didn't realize that the lens that he gave me with the camera is a fixed 50 millimeter lens, which is a nice, it's a 1.8 50 millimeter lens. It's a really nice lens for photography. But like, I'd have to have the camera away from me to film the news. I can't zoom in and out. It's a fixed lens. It's a prime lens. So it doesn't help me much. But I got lucky that I have a borrowed A6000, a Sony A6000 that I have here that I don't use because it doesn't have an audio input. So I can't use an external microphone, which is really important for me. So either way, I have this, which is like 2 models down from the other one. I've never used it really. but only in a couple of videos when I first started out on YouTube. But I have a friend that's let me borrow it long term, and there's 3 lenses with it. So I have 3 super badass lenses. I have that
Wow.
and a couple of other ones. Yeah, $1. I thought about it before I said that. I said, you know what? But this is a nice lens. It's where is it? It's 55 millimeter to 210 millimeter,
Mm.
and 4.5, which isn't horrible. That's really nice for like filming. And then I even have a photo lens that can go on it. I have other lenses.
Princess.
Luckily I have these other lenses. I mean, the lens that he got me sold to me. It's sold to me with the whole thing is a good lens, but it's not focus. I mean, it's not. You can't zoom in and out. Anyways,
Chris says your
we'll get
news
there.
looks much better today. You're stepping up your editing game.
Intro and my outro, because I was trying to play with the exposure, and when I played back the news before I filmed my intro and my outro, it looked blown out, like it was too much pulling in too much light. So I lowered my exposure, which I should have lowered the iOS. I don't know what I'm learning. Like 1 point. So my intro and my outro look really dark.
Mm.
Not really dark, but it looks like I didn't turn on my lights, but I had lots of lights on for that. So whatever, I wasn't doing it again. I had to roll with it, but learned something on that one.
Mm.
So there's so many settings on there to really learn.
I took my clothes out the dryer and I folded them up.
I see that.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're
I had a
being
nice
good.
camera before. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I was just telling Big he's being really productive this morning. He's wearing me out watching
He's gonna
him.
be asleep. He's gonna be asleep before noon.
Who would it be?
Mm.
Wish I could sleep. I have sleep apnea. I didn't get the Streaming King title for no reason at all.
Mm.
But no, this older camera, or the Canon that I have, has all these settings on it too. But it must have been just set up just right when someone gave it to me, because I didn't have to really play with it. But now I have to, like, I feel like I have such a nice camera, and I'm forced to really understand cameras, which I never really knew a lot about them before. I really don't. Like, when it comes to exposure rates and blah 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 blah, and lenses, and it's all like a foreign language almost to me. But I feel like I have to learn it now if I want to make quality content and I want to step up the game. I definitely have to learn the camera so I can do some really awesome stuff with it. And then the next step is going to be having to finally give in and Photoshop, and probably even upgrade my computer again, because my computer's acting funny with filming, editing 30 per second. It's still out in child editing software because too much for it. Trying to edit out 8 minutes of footage seems to be a pain for my computer. And this is a new computer. Not, it's new, but it's not new. I mean, it is brand new, but it's not like the newest, fastest thing. But I can't imagine trying to edit 128 frames per second with this computer freeze up on me. And I would need a better hard drive. I need another solid state hard drive to add computer to dump everything onto. I couldn't dump footage like that onto my PC's hard drive that the operating system runs on, because it would definitely bog everything down and maybe freeze up the computer. So I need another. It's like you want to step up your game, you buy one thing, then you got to buy everything else to match it. That's
Yeah.
kind of how it goes.
You
But
almost need
that's
like a
how
gamer machine.
yeah, I need a gaming machine, and I mean a newer one too, not just a gaming machine, because the older, if I buy like a year and a half old model off of Amazon, it's still brand new in the box. It's still a year and a half old.
Right.
So that's kind of what I did here. I bought, which all of my geeky nerd computer friends told me Lenovo was the brand Phi, but I bought like a year-old model, and it's fine. It works, but I'm gonna need something a lot stronger when I start doing some, like, I don't know. I want to do like some of the stuff that, I don't know. I guess I feel like I watch Jimmy's content and I see what he can create. And when I know that I have his same exact camera that he used, I feel like I should be able to do what he can do. I know there's a lot more to it, but it's like I feel like I have this fire under me now that, like, I have to try to create content like he can create. Because if I've got the same camera, why not, right? But he's got a lot of editing skills, and he's a monster computer, and I'm sure he's using Photoshop. I'm sure he's using an Adobe. I mean Adobe, Adobe, an Adobe suite. Sprinkle a little Adobe on it, make it all good.
Double fix that.
Right. 1 second, I gotta flip my sausage.
Oh, that sounds like bad phrasing. Oh. Good morning.
Hey, Chris.
It feels weird not doing a stream at 7.
I bet. That's like a job.
I was like, oh, well, I'll be able to sleep in. Yeah, no. My body still said, no, you're supposed to get up 20 minutes ago.
Bless you. Bless you.
Twice. One more for good luck. There it is.
Bless you. Okay, now you're clowning.
Had a power outage in the fish room yesterday.
Ooh, not good.
Fortunately, all of the stuff that was hooked up to the circuit breaker that blew was all air pump driven. So, I plugged the circuit breaker and everything kicked back on again. Except for the timer on the salt 90. I didn't turn that on now.
Well, I think Big's gonna probably shut the stream down at 9:30, which is 11 minutes away. And I'm going to start my day. Oh.
That's no good.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see here. What I normally do.
Everybody's having a sale. Sale, sale, sale.
I wish they have a sale here.
Mm.
Oh, yogurt finally has lights.
Good.
Yeah, I put I found those foam stickies that I had. I put a few of them on the bottom of the glass and put the LED light strips that had fallen off of the rack on that with the second power strip.
Cool.
Now you can see yogurt.
Mm-hmm.
I can see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fish that are swimming in the tank with me. Are you gonna eat that fish, yogurt?
Mm-mm.
I put those fish in his tank on Friday.
Hmm.
It would not surprise me if I had the only community freaking flower horn in the world.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be hilarious if I could stick him in the tank with the angelfish.
Oh, yeah.
The only flower horn in the world that can be in a community tank with angelfish, platies, mollies, and tetras.
Hmm.
Probably eat them.
Mm-hmm. Matthew Moore's doing a giveaway. Joseph got a fork and a cup of coffee.
Ooh, hoo-ha.
See
What is
here.
that? Scent of a Woman? Al Pacino? Hoo-ha.
Hello. I'm back.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh, yeah.
Here.
Ooh, ah. See,
What are you eating, Joseph?
it is sausage and scrambled eggs with Kobe cheese shredded over the top and a piece of homemade baked bread. With a cup of
Yum.
coffee. One of the houses I take care of, I do plumbing on. I was working on it this last week, and before I left, the woman that owns the house gave me a loaf of homemade bread.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, she's a massive, serious cook. It's like she wakes up and that's all she cooks for the day. Like that's how I was kind of raised. Like reminds me of like an Italian family where my mom thought about that stuff while she was laying in bed, what she was going to cook for dinner that night.
That's me.
I need a woman like that.
Good luck with
That
that.
lives to cook and bake.
You better find your older
Yeah.
one. So what you gonna find
Right.
is an OG.
I need
That's
a
sad.
cougar.
So sad
Cougar.
it's like that. It's really
I miss
sad.
being able
So
to
you
bake.
OG for that.
Food is just so expensive
No, it is sad.
now.
Like, those have no. The parents, it's not going to happen to my kids. I'm not letting that happen, man. I'm not. And I say that now, but I'm not. I can't handle this. So many young people are just ignorant. They're ignorant. Their parents didn't teach them anything. They send them off to school. They think the school's going to do everything or supposed to do everything until school teaches them something that they want to learn, and then they storm into the school and they scream and yell at the principal or the teacher.
I'd be like, take your badass kids home. Get out of my face.
But I think it's not the school's responsibility to teach our children. It's our responsibility to teach our children in everything. I'm talking about how to cook, how to keep your house clean, how to keep your body clean, hygienic. People don't know anything anymore. Parents just skipped out.
Yep, I have a friend.
Then-
She's 23 and she still doesn't know how to like cook
Brush his
ramen.
teeth.
She
Cook
can't cook.
ramens.
Yeah, she can't cook at all. Not
Oh,
even
Lord.
toast. Like she even burnt water. Like
I like
how
to make
do
Oh,
homemade
you?
wow.
What?
Wow.
I got lucky because my mom was raised by her grandmother, which is first generation Italian
Yeah.
or Sicilian. But my died giving birth to my mother, so I never got to meet my grandmother. But my great grandmother raised my mom, so she was taught how to cook food like old world Italian food. You know, they never even used a bowl for mixing pasta or making pie dough, stuff like that. It was all done right on the table, no bowl.
Dough
Just
is made on
cook
the
it with your
countertop.
hand.
My
Hmm.
dad
What?
was like that.
Dough is made on the countertop, man. You make dough
Yep.
on the countertop.
That's still how I do it. That's how I do pasta. Make homemade pasta. Whenever
Yeah, pasta's
I do
pasta. People don't
from
believe
scratch.
would not believe how easy pasta is.
Yep.
It's just
Mm.
egg,
flour, eggs, and
flour,
yeah.
Yep.
no water, egg and flour. There should be enough water content in the egg.
Mhm.
No water, just egg and flour. That's it. What is it? 100. What do I do? 100 grams of flour for one egg for every 100 grams of flour.
Hmm.
Make like homemade raviolis, spinach and ricotta cheese ravioli. Maybe I'll do that tonight.
Hmm.
But
That's
won't
what I
go those
haven't
deep.
made in a while is homemade gnocchi. Potato gnocchi.
Hmm.
And what?
Homemade potato gnocchi.
Keep missing the end of that, and I think it's just my internet is horrible and it's choppy. And I hear the first thing, home. All I get is home, and then it cuts out.
Homemade potato gnocchi.
Oh yeah, that is a tough one, kind of for some people because you got to get the right ratio of potato to egg. Sometimes if you use too much egg, it'll make it, and that's what people don't realize. It's too much egg will make it tough. It'll make it
Yeah.
really tough and chewy. So it's just the right amount of egg, and it stays kind of soft and melts in your mouth a little bit, and not stick in your teeth so much.
Yep. Well, it was my brother and my father that taught me how to make like homemade pasta and doughs and breads and stuff like that. When my grandmother was just sort of like, this is how you cook meat and eggs and stuff to feed your family with.
Hmm.
Let's see here.
I don't know. To me, every day is about food. Everything is surrounded around the kitchen. When I have my own home, like a real house, I like a big kitchen where there's room for like people. Like you have a party in the kitchen. I want a kitchen like that with like an island for cooking and doing stuff, but like chairs and like you could fit 10 people in the kitchen and hang out and talk and all cook together at the same time and just mingle in the kitchen while you're cooking. And I don't know. To me, it is the way I was raised. What's up?
That's
Diva?
my dream kitchen.
So, well, that's how I was raised. Sort of, you know, everyone's loaded into the kitchen, cooking, talking, eating,
Yep.
Yeah.
helping.
My grandmother had a kitchen like that. Okay, Big, you get ready to go? Is Big gone? Biggie.
Where was he going?
He's muted. He says he has a meeting at 9:30.
Yep.
And I have to go, so I can't carry on the stream Anybody else want to pick it up?
I should probably try and at least attempt to get some sleep. Ha!
Yeah.
Oh no, you're all gonna leave me?
I ain't going nowhere.
Jeez.
Chris
All right,
is
Chris.
here. Joseph is here. Big.
Just left.
He did turn the camera. Well, if he's not gone yet, he's late. He's late either way. He's probably gonna be late, unless it's right around the corner.
I think he might mean leave at 9:30, maybe.
Oh.
Oh no.
What was that?
I'm just going through this picture quiz.
Oh, that's your noise. Not noise, but your white noise from all the
Oh, the white noise? That's
in the
that's
background.
the 25 some odd aquariums making.
Fish room noise.
I got rid of a lot of fish yesterday. I'm missing one of them. I'm really sad about one of them. It's my peanut, my Synodontis, my featherfin squeaker, Synodontis. He's beautiful, and he's a sweet little fish, but he's not supposed to be a little fish. He's supposed to be huge. So I took him to a 1,000-gallon koi pond yesterday and released him into that pond. So he can be a big, massive catfish, like he's supposed to be. But it's like green water in the ponds. As soon as I dropped him, he was gone. And I took a golden loach, which I wanted to get out of my cherry shrimp tank. He was kind of making a muck of things and stirring up the substrate, freaking out my shrimp. So I got him out of there, and he's like bright orange, like those fish right there, like bright orange. And I took him out there, and he shot off into the green too. I don't get him anymore, but and I took a whole bunch of my coals from my Endler breeding program. I took all those out there and dropped them in there as well. And I also grabbed I scooped up about 10 cherry shrimp. And I dropped them in that pond as well just to see what will happen. There's no koi in it. It was a koi pond, and there's no koi in it now. So the shrimp will be safe, and the endlers will be safe until koi goes in there. But that catfish, the Synodontis, he can get up to 2.5 feet.
Oh wow.
That's
the
big.
Loach, yeah, supposedly the golden loach can get bigger too, but I don't know. I don't know about that for sure, but I look forward to going back and seeing him, a big happy catfish swimming upside down, because it's an upside down catfish that swims and will eat food off the surface upside down.
Hey, Miss Diva,
Yes.
you don't have to put pictures in the document. I can snag pictures off the internet. Just put a note, take a picture of Hillstream Loach or a picture of whatever, and I'll do that because I can't copy those pictures off of the text document for some reason.
Okay. All righty.
So I appreciate it still, though.
I know you do.
I can't say thank you enough.
No, it's okay. I got some downtime until the end of August, so just gives me something to do. Don't tell my boss.
I don't ever plan on.
She tries to create work, and I'm like, it's summer. I'm on break. I'm here, but I'm on break just like the students. Go and get. She's like, don't you think we ought to rearrange? I'll be like, bye, Felicia. You can go do that. I'm not rearranging Jack. It's fine just the way it is, the way I like it.
Yeah.
She just really needs something to do with herself. She decided to change one of our forms, because she, like I said, she's overzealous about stuff like that. She
Mhm.
screwed. She didn't think to ask any of us that use it. She just decided to do it. That's the kind of person she is. And it was a catastrophic fail. What she did was she made more work for us. So the one supervisor was like, I'm not inputting all this information because I can't tell. I have to look up, da da da. So she goes, I'll do it. So it took her 4 days to finish it.
Oh,
What
I have
would
one of
have
those
what
at work
And it was
too.
working fine. It was working fine, but she'll just go and try to change stuff. It's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yep, I
Exactly.
have one of those people at work too.
Ugh. I mean, but my thing is, it's okay to want it. I'm about continuous improvement, right? But you at least ask the people that use
Yep.
it first
Yep.
before you go trying to improve something. And if she would have asked us, we would have told her that that wasn't going to work. So she had to enter like, it was a bunch of students' information. It was like 200.
Oh wow.
It took her 4 days. I
I
told
guess.
my, I told the other supervisor, I was like, if she would have asked me, I'd have been like, seriously, you screwed this up. You do it. Just people, that just makes me cuckoo.
That's not as bad as what my new supervisor did.
What did she do? Let's hear about it.
She tried to create a new diary form, like, clients coming in and out, who's been there, what they did, where they went, etc. Well, in the process of doing this, she lost all the information, like
Oh
all
my
the
God.
previous diary entries
Oh.
completely.
Hell to the no. You lose it, you
Luckily,
fix it.
that's what I'm
Right.
saying.
And the
Lucky for her,
one,
it's also in like a written notebook. But to go through those big giant notebook of like the last few months to like get the information, it's like, ugh.
so the one thing I learned when I used to build databases, the first thing you do is back up all the data in a
Mhm.
separate file.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first thing you do, is back your information up.
She corrupted that file. I don't know
Ugh.
what she did.
Uh-uh.
So the head person was like, I don't think you should use our computer system anymore. And she's all like
Yep.
asking us for help, and like we're all like, we're not trying to be rude, but you broke it. We ain't gonna help fix it.
I gotta walk the dog. I'll be right back. Just outside for a minute, but he's
Walk the
looking at me, sitting here
dog.
looking at me like, "Hey, please,
Walk the
gotta go pee."
dog. You gotta walk the dog. Walk the
Walking
dog.
the
Walk the
walking the
dog.
dog.
Walk the dog. That means something, but I don't know what. I'd have to Google it. It might have been a dance or something. Walk the dog.
It's a
You sure it's not
yo-yo
like a
trick.
code word, like cleaning the fish tank?
Remember,
It might be.
it's a yo-yo trick. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Walking the dog. Yep. I knew it meant something else somewhere. Teresa, of course.
Sorry,
We
my
can
brain's
make
always in the ghetto.
What a surprise! Teresa's mind is in the gutter. That's okay. I'm right there with you, Teresa.
Well, mine is one foot on the curb, one in the gutter.
Oh lordy.
It's like at work, I'll be listening to you guys, and I'm like like trying my hardest not to laugh, and like everyone's like looking at me, and I'm just like, hi.
Yeah, sometimes if I get on the stream during the day at work and I have my door partially open, I know people are like, who the heck is she talking to?
Yeah, I've got that before. It's like,
Who-
don't mind me, I'm just talking to myself, and they like were like, right.
Who the
Like,
heck is Big Easy? Really? That's that person's
Going
name?
crazy. She's talking to herself now.
As long as you don't answer, it's okay.
It's okay as long as the other person doesn't win the argument.
Oh boy.
Oh,
what
Lord.
was it the other day? Why are you looking at a fish tank?
Right.
I was just like, I don't know how to answer this, so I'm just gonna like nod my head and pretend that you're not there.
Great. Pretend, yeah. I'm gonna stay on here a couple of more minutes and I gotta get my day going or I won't get anything done. Oh, that's about right, because usually I'm on Chris's stream for an hour before I got going.
Well, since my stream doesn't start for another 12 hours almost. Oh my gosh, this is so weird.
I know it is kind of weird. I mean, God, I know I've been following your stream for at least what, 4 or 5 months, maybe.
Yeah, about that.
Yep, that's part of my ritual: watching Joseph's news and your stream.
Yeah, I get up in the morning and I watch the news and then I do whatever editing I hadn't done the night before and get the stream finished prepped and my wife expects me to be in here Saturday and Sunday. She just expects it. So if I were to be in the living room when she came downstairs, she'd be like, what's going on?
What's wrong?
There's something wrong here.
What's wrong?
He's in the living room. Oh, but I don't have no coffee today.
Oh no!
I got 1 cup of coffee, and I had enough creamer for 1 cup of coffee. So,
oh boy,
I got to do what I got to do on 1 cup. I don't think that's possible, but hey, it's worth a try. There we go. Question number 2.
Numero deuce no.
Oh, I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that tonight. Numero deuce no.
Okay, I'm gonna go get 1 more cup of coffee, then I gotta get going. 1 more cup. Whew.
Cool.
God, I don't know what I'm gonna cook for dinner. Yo.
Good idea.
There you go. That's what I'm gonna tell him. We're having food for dinner. That's all you need to know.
Or
What's for dinner?
like, as a child, it's like, Dad, what's for dinner? Dog poop and pepper.
Oh.
Tasty, Dad. Tasty. And he's like, oh yeah, have a little garnish of some parsley. Like he'd like keep it going, and I'm just like, you're so gross.
All right. Now I'm trying to think about what I'm going to have for dinner. Let's see here. The thing is that I'm a trained chef, so if I cook something, everybody else in the house wants to eat, even if I'm cooking for myself. They're like, oh, Dad's making something. Let's go eat whatever he's making.
Yeah.
No. It's fend for yourself every other day. I fend for myself today. You fend for yourself.
It's like,
My
oh, you're
wife's
cooking scrambled eggs. Yeah? Where's mine? There's eggs. Go cook your own.
Yeah. Well, my wife's on this no starch diet. No starch, no sugar. Basically a diabetic's diet.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
So she doesn't cook really anymore.
My dad was on that diet. Oh, it was horrible.
Yeah, because she doesn't really eat anything. She eats rabbit food basically. I'm from Southern Missouri. I eat food. It's
Yeah,
got
my,
meat and starch and vegetables in it. It's got all the food groups in it.
yeah, my friend, she was trying to get me to go vegan, and I was just like, there is no way I can go without a cheeseburger. I'm sorry. Or
Vegan.
bacon.
You
There's
should
no
tell your
way.
friend that it's bad for their health. It is.
Oh, she's a big girl. She can make her own decisions.
There you go.
I just, yeah. You do you, boo-boo.
Yeah, I don't. Every time somebody tries to convince me to go vegan, I inform them that it's bad for them. I'm not going to do it. It's worse for you to go vegan than it is to go and just eat some steak and eggs and mashed taters or something like that.
And they're like, well, back in so-and-so, they ate plants and nuts. And I'm just like, yeah, they went hunting too.
Yeah.
Mind-blowing.
Body requires protein, and you can't get enough protein and iron and stuff like that from vegetables. You can eat beans. Yeah, you can have lots and lots of beans, but who wants
Not
to be
the
around
same.
somebody that eats a lot of beans all the time, really?
I couldn't do it.
It is the magical fruit after all. Yeah.
Couldn't do it. I think I lasted a maximum of 5 days, and I'm just like, nope.
Yeah, no, I couldn't do it. Especially after all the culinary school training. Everybody, them telling me, everything about that. I'm like, no, I can't do that. Vegan's like no animal products at all. That's what veganism is.
Yeah.
You can't eat eggs. You can't eat
See ya.
anything that is made by an animal.
It's crazy.
Dogs.
Can't even eat dogs.
No.
Not in this country. I'm gonna have guinea pig in a couple of weeks. That'll be fun.
I gotta get a different picture. This picture's not cutting it. Guinea pig, huh?
Mm-hmm. On a stick. On a
No. No.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun.
Guinea pig on a stick.
I'm willing to try
Yeah.
just about anything.
They eat it all over the place in Peru and stuff. It's a regular old like chicken.
Now, I suppose if like I could get past like seeing them as a pet, I might.
Yeah, my grandmother had a whole bunch of them as a pet. Yeah, but once they're grilled on a stick, you don't know what they're. It's just meat on a stick.
A little bit of salt, some seasoning salt maybe, or
No,
adobo.
guineas on a stick.
There's some adobo
barbecue
seasoning.
sauce.
Sprinkle a
Teresa
little
has
adobo on
guinea
it.
pigs as pets. How dare you talk about eating
Oh.
guinea
Okay.
pigs on the street?
I've learned to accept that where they come from, they are eaten as food.
Pets. Ugh.
Just like iguanas. My parents, we used to import iguanas in some of the pet shops, but when I was a kid, we ate iguana. In Mexico, they eat it.
I suppose it's
Used
no
to eat it
different
in,
to eating
South
rabbit.
America, they eat Oscars. It's
I
their
can't
bat.
eat anything that might have been a no pet.
We're gonna be eating fish in Peru that are pets. We're gonna.
Oh God.
I rarely eat fish anymore. I think it's funny.
I
I
really
love
can't.
fish, but clean
Yeah,
fish.
it's funny. Now that I've got all these aquariums, and I've got big fish that are like the size of fish that I catch in the
A
lake.
fillet.
I can't eat them. I tried too. Like
Yeah.
I caught this bass. It was beautiful. I was like, "Yep, it's beautiful. I want to put it in an aquarium. I don't want to eat it."
I eat halibut and cod. I will not be keeping those as fish.
I can do tuna and salmon and sand shark. Other
Oh,
than that,
yeah.
I couldn't.
I
couldn't.
don't eat anything unless it's from the wild, unless I caught it from the wild myself, and I know that it's nowhere near a fish farm. That's a big deal for me. Fish farms are disgusting. Any
Yep.
food that's in the grocery store that comes from a fish farm probably has parasites and even
Ew.
residuals of medication that they had to give those fish. Keep them alive. I won't touch
Ew.
fish. I won't touch farmed fish at the grocery store. The only fish I eat is locally caught tuna from the waters here because it's the ocean. There is no fish farming. There's no antibiotics sprinkled into the water or anything weird like
Ew.
that. So I'll eat local tuna here from the island and any local fish that is caught here, and that's it. And if I
Oh,
go
that's a good
to South
practice.
America, yeah, and in Peru, I'll eat the fish that we catch there. We're going to be getting from wild. They will be coming from the wild and stuff. It won't be around any fish that. But all that Alaskan salmon, because they you watch your own documentaries about it. I don't want to talk. It's disgusting.
Yeah,
but there's plenty
Yeah,
of
thanks.
about
you
fish
very
farming.
much.
And
we have
in
like
the
really strict
humane
laws about that
practices.
stuff here. Thankfully.
But your salmon's got to be, yeah, but your salmon's not local. It's got to be coming from Alaska.
No, it's
Our salmon's
From
local.
here.
All our
Yeah.
salmon's local here.
it's
Sometimes
from
it's
down the South Island, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, but if it's unless it's wild caught and if it comes from a farm, they pour tons and tons of antibiotics and stuff into the water.
My
And
area
they're
is
all
the
in a big net.
West
They're all
Coast salmon. All of them go through the Columbia River. So
But that's
all
the
that
problem
Alaskan
too.
salmon comes
Yeah.
from
You
the
can say that
River.
about just about any type of meat product, actually,
True.
unless
Well,
it's
yeah,
free
true.
range or whatever. So,
Which is the chicken I've got in my fridge. I get this I pay extra for it, but it's at least on the package it claims that they've not been given any antibiotics and they're not genetically modified. And I tell you what, it tastes and even the feel, the texture of the meat is so different than this other crap that stores nowadays. Pump it full of saline and stuff to make them all swollen. These big, huge chicken breasts that look like they come from some
From a
bionic
turkey.
chicken or something. Yeah.
That's
Ugh.
like Church's chicken here. We have a farm ties. They have the biggest daggone chickens in the world, and they look like they're like genetically modified.
They do that, and then they pump them with water too. You watch
Yep.
documentaries on that. They literally stick it into the chicken.
Yeah, that was a big issue
breast
here.
butter.
Was it last year, where Tegel got caught pumping their chickens, and everyone
It's
stopped
just-
buying them, and they lost a lot of money.
Yeah.
I think what I miss is with my dad and that not being around is wild caught venison and pork.
Mm.
Oh, I like that. Let's see. Well, wild caught venison.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't.
You live in the
I love
trees
pork.
there.
I don't. Yeah. I know all of the bad stuff about pork, and I still love it.
Hmm.
I went to go visit my a girlfriend's family like a year and a half ago. Meeting her father in person for the first time, and he takes me out back and shows me the shed, which is this. It's like a 4-car garage with an add-on to it, and he's got a full butchering room with hooks that hang from the ceiling. He's got a drain in the floor, and it's like a full-on butcher shop. And
That's how I grew up.
He wasn't trying to intimidate me, like, but he did take me in this room when it's got meat hooks hanging from the ceiling and a blood drain on the floor. It's like, okay, I get it.
This could be you.
Yeah. And he's got these 2 big long laid down deep freezers where he can but he can go in. He's got meat for years.
Oh, wow.
Meat for years. A generator like for the whole thing, and then outside there's wood for years. It's got probably 3 years worth of wood stacked up around the house and stuff. It's like
my dad
that's the way to be too, though. You live up in the mountains, you gotta kind of have to have that stuff.
At least, unlike my dad, he didn't go, "All right, boy, gonna go outside and go slaughter a sheep." What? What?
Yeah.
That was my dad. My boyfriend thought he was joking. He wasn't.
Wow.
It was the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, I'd be like,
We have goats here.
Go do that. I've processed enough
Goats
birds
here.
and other animals that it doesn't even affect me anymore.
Yeah, I did a lot of that when I was a kid.
I've got a freezer full of ducks that still need to be processed. So if anybody wants to come
I
over
don't
and
like
birds
though, man. That's too many feathers, man. I hate that. It's
you
so
only have
much
to
a mess.
rest. And they're not like a present day chicken where you have to dip them in boiling hot water to get the feathers out. You just pop right off.
That's what I have to do on this island before. I butchered a chicken. Hunted it and butchered it myself, and you gotta blanch it in hot water to release the feathers, and then feathers, and you end up with a yard full of blowing stuck to your hands, and it's like, I don't need all that feather. No, skip all that. I'll just buy it in the grocery store. It's a lot of work. That's like cutting into it. That's like crabbing. We used to do that up, like a summer fun thing to do, like pull the picnic tables together, roll out something, butcher paper, and go buy a big thing of steamed clams in Old Bay, and throw them all out on the table, and everybody would tear into them. And I'm like, man, that is a lot of work for like this much meat. Like, are you serious? Like, I gotta break down these crabs so I get like 3 bites, dip it in butter, and okay, now next one. That's
my
too much
favorite
for
part
me.
was the Coronas.
Yeah.
After you have a couple of them, you really don't give a crap.
Yep.
That's my favorite thing to eat is blue crab. Whenever I would go to Florida in the summers, that would be like the first thing I would want is blue crab.
I like lobster.
I love blue crab. Well, yeah, you said that's poor folks' food where you are.
Yeah, I used to date a local girl, and she wasn't touching it. She's like, man, not eat lobster. She had so much lobster as a kid because her parents always had like 4 or 5 traps out. Her family has a house right on the beach in the country, way out in the country, simple home, and there's always lobster traps every day. You go pull the lobster traps. So, and if they didn't eat it, it went in the freezer and there was lobster in the freezer. So she was over it. She was tired of it. And I was like, come on, let's eat some lobster. You got like a freezer full of it. Let's eat it. No.
Lobster for days.
But to me, that's a little bit more the work. It makes a little bit more sense. At least when you're cracking all that stuff open, at least you're getting bigger chunks of meat out of it. Or you just go for the tails. Look, we've got rock pinchers. Well, anyways, we don't have any
My mom used to use the crab shells for dry them out and use them for ashtrays.
Oh, no.
All right, guys, I got to get my day started.
No, you
Have
don't.
a great day.
No, you don't.
Yes, I
No.
do. If I don't start now, I'm not
You're
gonna
right
get
here
nothing
with us.
done. I won't be back in time for Joseph's stream. You live streaming today, Joseph?
I guess so.
Yeah. How? What?
So,
He usually
I don't
does a
know
stream
what-
an hour after mine
Yep.
in the mornings.
Yep.
no, it's usually 2 o'clock. Well, an
Yeah,
hour
2.
after you in the different time zone, maybe, but
Yeah.
2
So,
o'clock.
You guys take care. Keep the stream alive for Big. I'm sure he'll appreciate it.
Mhm.
I ain't going nowhere, so
I'll check with you later.
Okay.
All right. Have a
Okay.
good one. Enjoy your morning.
I
Yep,
miss
I gotta
you,
make breakfast or I'll be getting funny looks.
Yeah,
It's a Sunday tradition around here.
that's what
All
I got.
right.
I do that for my daughter on
Yep.
the 4th of July. Her birthday's the 4th. You have a good day, Miss Diva.
All right. See you guys. I'll be
I have
lurking.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
A casserole that I make for breakfast. It's a breakfast casserole that my daughter loves, and it's always been a Christmas tradition for me to do it. But she loves it so much that every year she asks me to make it for her birthday too. So it's really simple. It's like I chop up like a loaf of bread into cubes, and then I make a custard with eggs and cream, and about a half a bottle of maple syrup, and then I get some sausage, and I brown the sausage, and I get some bacon, and I brown the bacon, and chop it all up and stick it in there, and in the bread and the custard, and mix it all together, and then put a layer of cheese over the top and stick it in the oven, and it comes out being basically like a bread pudding with sausage and bacon and cheese, and quite tasty.
That is the weirdest thing.
It does sounds good.
Don't know about the cheese though. Cheese
What's
and
that?
Must be the cheese.
Oh, you don't do cheese, right?
Too, but
custard.
imagine
No cheese?
Oh, it's
Imagine
not cheese I have it. It's them putting it together. It's like no.
it's
Oh,
good.
but you said you don't like to eat cheese or ketchup. What did you say?
Cheese
What did you
and
say?
custard do
Oh.
not go together.
Oh, yeah. Seeing that part there. I thought you were talking about sounded like quiche there for a minute without the eggs there.
It's basically an oven baked French toast with sausage and bacon in it, and already have the syrup on it. It's really good. The cheese kind of, if you just do a thin layer of cheese over the top, it seals all the moisture into the eggs and the bread and everything. So it's got that custard consistency, like a bread pudding.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that.
Oh, trust me.
I
You
shouldn't
would
really
like-
knock it till I tried it, but it's still like that's really weird.
I know it sounds weird, but it's good. It's good. It's so good that, my daughter asks for it every year.
I need to do something today. I need to film
Dude, that
something. I filmed.
video that you put out yesterday, I'm not kidding. It looked like a TV production.
The next one will definitely look like a TV production, and because that was crappy for me. To me, I wasn't happy.
I was like, oh my God, this looks like I'm watching the Discovery Channel. On a Saturday morning. How
That
they
was
have
really shaky GoPro footage. I need to I'm building an underwater rig to mount my GoPro to. It's like a double-handled rig, with weights on it and stuff. So it's like a steady cam, underwater steady cam, basically, so that I can take it under and get some really nice shots and even set the camera up basically like set it up in a spot and like not move shots as well. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go back out. I was gonna do it this weekend, but I didn't build this. I did not build the steady cam or the what they call an underwater tray. Didn't build that yet. But I need to do that. I have all next week off. I am working on a bit of a plumbing project tomorrow morning. I got to sweat some copper smoothly, praying that's going to be a smooth project. Not a pain in the butt. It could go real bad real quick. I'm sticking out of the walls, and if I damage the copper that's sticking out of the wall, chip into the concrete wall more to get to expose pipe so that I can re-sweat the whole thing. Anyways, I sweated the whole thing together, but there was a leak in one of the joints because there was water in the pipe, a little drip of water, and it
doesn't take
seeped
much
through, and it caused a leak in one of my joints. What's up?
Doesn't take much of that water in there to screw up the freaking solder job.
Yep. It was literally like one drop ran down through the pipe from the shower mixer, and then the people keep everything in the house is all mixers. It's all actual mixers, right? Where it's a mixing valve that mixes the hot and the cold. Well, if the hot water shut off and you open up the cold water side, it's enough pressure, it pushes it back through the hot water side. So the kitchen sink and stuff, and that's what can cause the problem because they pushed water back through the pipe again, and I was in the middle of soldering when that happened. And the water has to get shut down.
Your pipes, don't use them. Do you guys not
right? Yeah, they don't. They didn't. Yeah, and they just. This is the same sweet lady that gave me a loaf of bread. Like all she does is cook in the kitchen, so she would like turn the water on for a second or something, or even. But, yeah. So I get to re-sweat the pipes, which is the hardest part because now I have to sweat the pipe and pull them apart and then clean everything up again and start over again from scratch. Well, not from scratch. I can use the same pieces, but I'm going to have to clean up all the pieces and try to sand off the old solder and get them so that they go back together again. Whatever.
I've never
it's a
done
little bit of a pain.
So you got me beat. I've never done any pipe work other than PVC, so you got me beat on that one, Joseph.
Well, I mean, it was plumbing for 7 years, so that's like my trade besides cooking. Now I'm trying to learn carpentry because I love good carpentry. I think it's beautiful, and I've just never really taken the time to learn quality, like finished carpentry, working with exotic hardwoods and stuff.
Woodworking's fun.
So
I'll admit that. My grandfather was a carpenter, so that I've got a lot of just sitting there watching Grandpa work on cabinets and shelves, and he made shelves, picture frame shelves that were 14 feet long for the living room of his house, and all it is just a normal shelf with a lip around the edge, but there's like 3 of them that were 14 foot long. They covered the entire length of the wall, and all the pictures were in frames that sat up instead of hanging pictures on the walls. It was really nice.
Yeah, work with exotic hardwoods, some like Ipe and all these African or South American words and stuff, but like South American mahogany and stuff like that. So it's really hard wood. Like it's really tough to even drill a pilot hole into some of this stuff, but it's nice finished work where everything's got tongue and groove and a lot of work without any kind of screws or nails, no nails and stuff, but really, really clean, tight work down to the 64th of an inch kind of stuff, like really tight, quality stuff. So and I'm working with an old school guy from like Massachusetts, right? He owned his own construction company. He's been doing carpentry since he was a kid, and he's kind of a tough guy, but he knows his stuff. So I just, keep my mouth shut and I listen and I watch.
Yep.
So right now I'm, as an apprentice, I'm getting paid to watch a lot. It's kind of not a bad job. I do spend a lot of time trying to keep my eyes open and not fall asleep, because if I edit all night or I stay up late editing and then I'm sitting there and you get real quiet for like 50 minutes where he's working on something and I'm just supposed to stand there, like, kind of reminds me of when I used to be a golf caddy. I'm just stand there and wait for him to want something and kind of like predict what tool he's going to need next, and try to have it in my hand like I'm a dental assistant or something, or a surgeon's assistant, and I'm just like, I try to have, if I'm like, oh, he's about to need the screwdriver, or he's about to need the drill, or this or that pilot bit, and I'm just trying to be there ready with every tool that he needs next, so he doesn't have to move. He can just stay in one spot and keep working. But a lot of times I'm seeing him work, and it's like just like doze off, and I don't want to get caught falling asleep. It's just so quiet, and it's almost relaxing watching somebody do. It puts me to sleep watching somebody do woodwork. It's really nice to watch for a minute, and then you're just like, oh, that's cool. Oh, really nice. But I'm learning. It's cool. I'm an artist to be artistic, so I told myself I never really would be into carpentry because there's just so many tools that you could end up with, like just hundreds of tools. There's a new tool every day coming out for carpentry, like new stuff. And if I got into it, it would be a problem for me. I'd just get addicted to buying carpentry tools and like have a whole shop full of stuff. It would get crazy. I could see it happening. It might happen. I mean, even this rack, I didn't know anything about carpentry really when I built this rack behind me and did that from scratch, and bought the hinges and all the wood from scratch and put it all together.
That's the other thing, is that we
I
all
didn't know what I was doing.
Everybody that's here has an addictive personality, because we all have more than one aquarium.
Or more than one pet. Like Teresa, she's addicted to animals, period.
No, it's not just animals.
Teresa's got marsupials, man.
It's fish tanks, animals. I collect like taxidermy. And
Oh, really?
And Victorian photos. Crystals.
So you're just a hoarder.
No, not quite.
That was my wife.
Not quite.
Yeah,
No, my mother was a hoarder, so I grew up like,
I was told I was a hoarder the other day. If you're a loser and all you do is fish keeping and play on YouTube, so now I'm a hoarder. She added that to the list the other day.
Hi, Daryl.
I have fish tanks. I have like 4 fish tanks, unused, brand new, just stacked up. And yeah, when I find something cool in the garbage, I bring it home. Like, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna make something out of it, like in a couple of years. I
don't see anything wrong with that. Somebody threw it away because they didn't think it was worth them keeping, and I decided to use it for something.
There's a point though when and I have to do this to be not like a super hoarder, because it is kind of in my blood. Like my grandmother was she was clinically a hoarder. She home, and it was a very disgusting, nauseating to take her house apart afterwards.
Yeah,
her house had to be pretty much bulldozed to the ground, but she had rooms. Her rooms were piled to the ceiling with stuff. She lived like a rat. She had climbed through, and nobody knew this because she would never let anybody in the house ever. For like 20 years, she wouldn't let anybody inside of her house. If anybody came by, she would never let anybody open the door. When my family showed up at the house to take care of her belongings, we ended up having to have I think it was the Shriners, the local Shriners. This was in Albuquerque, New Mexico. They actually donated 2 full-size, 240-foot garbage trucks, like garbage bins, you know?
Yeah, the big dumpsters.
And pulled them up, and the big 2 full-size dumpsters were donated by the local Shriners because we didn't have the money to do this, and they had to be laid down in front of the house in the driveway, one on the driveway and one on the road, to empty the house of everything.
Oh,
She would go to the grocery
wow.
store, but she'd go to the grocery store and just buy food and come home and literally like lay it down outside in a pile of other crap in front of the house and just forget about it. Like there was food, not just stuff. She would collect stuff, but she also would shop for food, and she didn't have a refrigerator, so what she didn't eat and what went bad just sat there in the pile, and it just stacked up. You couldn't walk through the house. Like I remember my parents made a video. It's buried somewhere in the file of VHS tape somewhere, but I wasn't there for it. I was living here in the islands when it happened, and my sister was trying to film and crawl through the house because you had to crawl over piles. Like there were some places where there was only about 1.5 feet between the ceiling and the piles and mounds of stuff that she just piled up over 20 years. So my sister's like climbing through this house, and it was like going caving, and she kept every once in a while you could hear her like gagging because she was just like ready to throw up in her mouth. She couldn't breathe and couldn't deal with the smell, combination of all kinds of different smells. It was really bad. Yeah. So I have it in my blood to be a hoarder. And my mother was, my father was the same way, but it wasn't so bad. Like my mom would go to a yard sale. My dad can get rid of it. He's got a problem with it too. Like my mother passed away and he's still holding on to all this stuff. It's not like a hoarder like my grandmother was, but my dad literally has like 6 shelves of dishes. Like, well, we're gonna feed 100 people. Why do we need all this? My mom would go to the grocery. She would collect antique porcelain and antique sets. A set of 8 it was 7. It was missing one, but my mom was like, "I'll find the set. I'll find the 8th one on eBay." And then so stuff like that. And so there's like this crazy collections of like, especially dishes, taping dishes, gravy bowls. Oh man, my mom collected all kinds of crap like that. It just,
Crazy.
Stuff that you don't need at all. Like, it all needs to go out to the road, be a yard sale, and then throw away what we don't sell. Like,
yeah, my dad would collect like anything fishing related, hunting related, books, tools, gardening. That was his. My mum would like collect books as well, paper, magazines, sewing. Yeah.
When my wife and I moved in together,
as I'm over here, I'm organizing a stack.
in front of me, I stuck a bunch of stuff in the garage, and it got buried behind my desk. And last year, I got rid of it. And she's like, "Well, I was going to use that." And I go, "Honey, it's buried in a corner behind my desk. You haven't touched it for 5 years.
Yeah.
You don't."
Right. Well, see, that's what I try to do to control it. Is that's what I was getting at in the end there. Is I try to control it a little bit by like it's happening this weekend, today, literally in this week while I have this week off. Is I kind of have to look at my stuff at a point and be like, okay, I haven't done anything. I got this out of the garbage. I haven't touched it. I haven't done anything with it in 6 or 8 months. I have to be honest with myself. I'm probably not going to do anything with this. It's going back in the garbage. Like there's certain things I do have to do that at a certain point. I have to force myself. It's hard. It hurts my heart, but I have to do that. Just like my fish. Like I had to give away. I should have sold them. I should charge them for these fish. They're beautiful. I had to get rid of fish yesterday because I know they deserve a better home. They need more space, and I don't have a tank for them. Like some of these things are fish that shouldn't be in the hobby. So like catfish and stuff that can get 2 feet long. Like they really shouldn't be sold in the hobby unless somebody's gonna put them in a koi pond. Anyways, but I had to get rid of them. I feel bad, but at least I know I can go to this house whenever I want to and go see Peanut, and make sure he's happy, and see him grow. But in my house, it would if my girlfriend moved out. Like, we are so on the rocks. It's supposed to be done. It still says I'm single on my Facebook page, and I'm refusing to change it back. But my plan is I already had a plan. I have a 400-gallon grow-out tub, and there's a couch and a coffee table right here behind me. But she bought them, and they belong to her, and I know that she would take them with her when she leaves. And I'm like, well, that's fine, because I don't watch TV. I don't sit on the couch and watch TV. I don't. The worst thing, I sit at this office chair, and I work, or I do fish tank stuff, but I don't have time in my life right now. It's just where I'm at. It's okay if other people do it. I don't have time to sit down and watch TV and sit at a coffee table and read magazines. Like, I just don't have time for it. So whatever. So this would leave, and I'm not going to replace it with another couch and coffee table. Pull that 400-gallon grow-out tub in here and put it right there, and I'd be able to turn the camera, and I could have kept my Synodontist, and he'd just be in a 400-gallon grow-out tub and stay in the house. You know, and get some red-tailed sharks for fun. Just to I don't know. See, I'm a nut like that, though. I don't know. I think it goes with anybody. If you've got something that you're passionate about, you're going to sacrifice other things in your life to have it, because it means something to you and it makes you happy. It's who you are. But you got to live with the right kind of person too that gets it, and it's kind of on the same wavelength, though, because to her this is all junk. Like, I am a hoarder. The fish tanks is hoarding. It's all hoarding. It's all junk and garbage to her. And to me, it's like, no, that's all fish stuff. It's all fish stuff. I have 12 aquariums. I need that stuff to take care of these 12 aquariums.
My wife's like, you know what? I don't care. Whatever you want to do, whatever makes you happy, dear. Blah blah blah.
But in your own room, right? Like, you got your own space.
And I told her when we moved into this house, I was like, the garage is mine.
Yeah, there you go.
Expect that. And
if I moved into a place and it had a basement, the basement is mine. There's going to be a key code lock on the door and security cameras. It's my And her joke is, don't worry, the lock will be on the outside, and there'll be a slit for food. That's what she says.
Oh yeah, she could lock you in, kind of thing.
Yeah, and feed me through. She's like, don't worry, I'll feed you. There'll be a slit in the door for food, but the lock's going on the outside.
Yeah, when we first moved in here, I
get
turned the garage into a man cave, and I had a sign outside the door that said that, you know, all the rules of the man cave, because the boys had bought metal signs. And Wendy's like, well, I can't go in there then. And I go, why? What rule can't you follow? She goes, well, I would interrupt you during your football game then. I go, well, then you can't come in here. So yeah, the first couple of years that we lived together, we moved really fast in our relationship. So I ended up like moving into the garage for about 2 years until I started to get comfortable with our relationship, because she went from girlfriend to wife as soon as we moved in, and I was like, no, we're not married.
Yeah.
But after,
I have a. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I said after a couple of years, it was fine, and I finally came out of the garage.
You finally came out of the garage. I just have for me, I have a little bit of a problem with, like, I don't like the feeling of like all my stuff needs to be all hidden in some room. Like, to me, that's who I am, and it feels like I feel like I have to. I don't like the idea of having to put who I am like all in a box with the door closed and I'm in there. Like, I want to be with someone that shares the same interests, and we can mix those things. There's a compromise. I get that. You want to have a nice little living room that's comfortable to a certain extent. And women are different than men. Women like things to, they like to nest and be comfortable and have their clean spaces, and I get that. But I know that at the same time, there's women out there that are like me that aren't going to mind a rack of 5 aquariums in the living room. As long as certain things, there's certain things still need to be contained. Certain things need to be contained, but I don't know. I just be with someone where I feel like I have to like put away who I am in a room and like have it behind a closed door where nobody has to see it, like it's an embarrassment or something. That's
My ex-wife was like
I need
that.
to be with someone that
Every room in the house had to be absolutely clean, and you had decorations that were out. The tchotchkes or whatever that were out, and those were the decorations. Your stuff doesn't come out unless you're using it. Then you put it away. And I mean, I liked the fact that my ex-wife used to clean. She couldn't go to bed until the house was clean, but at the same time, I couldn't be me.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
I had my ex-boyfriend. He like pretty much moved in and started putting all my stuff in boxes. Like
whose stuff?
Mine, like all my taxidermy stuff, like because I like skulls and like he was like,
that's like what my girlfriend does.
Yeah, it's
she'll
like,
put stuff outside the house. She puts stuff outside the front door. Well, we have a fire escape, not a fire escape, but we have a double doors. I have a secured metal door down below, and then you have to go through that door and then up some stairs, and I have security cameras in the stairwell there to kind of make my place super. And you got to come in a second door to get into the apartment. But she put stuff out into the staircase, like out of the house into the staircase, and I'm like, and of all things, the one thing that she put out there, because she doesn't, it takes up so much space, and I had it in the bathroom. But massage table. I went to school to be a massage therapist originally, and that's why I moved here to the Virgin Islands to work for one of the major resorts as a massage therapist. So I had this super awesome massage table, and she totally that's like the worst thing she could do for herself. Yeah, it's a $600 table, and but at the same time, it's like, do you ever want to get a massage from me again? Like, you're gonna put my massage table outside the front door. You think you're gonna ever get a massage from me again? Like, that's the one thing that you wouldn't think a girl would want to have you get rid of. Like, I could use that in more ways than one too. It's like, come on, really? Like, that's one thing that I am not ever gonna get rid of. And if you really don't want that around, then you probably shouldn't be around me. Because I don't know, man. Yeah. So the massage table's coming back in the house today. It's still out there. Yeah. And I don't know where I'm gonna put it. She doesn't want, her rule is the bathroom and the bedroom are hers. Like, we're almost at we're at a ooh, what's that? Buzzing feedback to somebody's cord. It sounds like a dirty plug. I don't know what that was. Hello. There was some fun, buddy. Who was that? It can only be two of us.
My mic's USB, so there shouldn't be any feedback.
No, I think that
Nothing
was
is touching
Teresa.
my headphones. Nothing is touching my headphones. Yeah. I haven't moved, so.
Oh, that was weird. It was like, maybe it was back from some government radio or something. Anyway,
government's coming to get it.
The idea of having to put all my stuff away, I need to be somewhere where it can be like at least a mix, a little bit of a mix, or even someone that's a little bit of an artistic, creative person like me that kind of can live with a little bit of clutter, like a little bit. Like, I get it, but I mean, I know a lot of people that are kind of like me that are married and have a wife that are kind of like them, and they have a little bit of clutter, little bit. Things pile up a tiny bit, but it's because they're doing stuff like not just sitting on the couch and watching TV and going to a day job. Like, they come home and they have projects and they do stuff, and that's why the clutter's there, because that are happening. Like, that's just the kind of mind that I have. I was raised by artists. My mother and my father are both artists. My mother's passed now, but they were both professional artists. My father still is to this day, and you know, and for that reason, they're really eccentric people, and there was always just a little bit of clutter. It was kind of controlled. There was still a weekly house cleaning, but that just meant putting it into organized stacks, you know, so that you could walk through the house, kind of thing. But I don't know. Yeah. I'm not gonna take me and like lock myself all up in a room and close the door. At that point, I'd just be like you're talking about with the garage. I'd be living in that room, and that would just more because I would get a mini. Well, I already have a mini fridge. I'd get a fold-out couch or something, and or just sleep on a couch in there, which I kind of already do now. But I would just sleep on the couch in the room. I'd stay in the room. I'd sleep in that room. I would just completely disconnect.
That's hilarious. So. That's exactly what I did. I got a bed couch, and I folded the couch out and slept on the couch in the garage.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm lucky with my boyfriend. He's like, give me this corner for my computer desk and all my things, and you can do whatever you like. I'm like, I'm down. Like,
no, there you go. That's nice.
Okay, hang on. I'm still having a problem getting past the whole she doesn't want to have a massage table in the house.
You
had to stuck on that part.
Washing my
chime in. Hey.
I'm cleaning.
We'd have dinner on one of those if I had one. That'd be great.
My Matt had like a table in his bathroom.
That thing would serve as a tattoo table. That thing would serve as like all kinds of things. That's awesome.
Well, this apartment was mine for many years before she moved in. So, and my hobbies and my passions, I'm not gonna like tone them down. So I've kind of I've taken over the house. I kind of have, but because I'm doing something, like I can't help it. I'm on fire inside. I want to create things. That's where the YouTube channel came from. No one's gonna hold me. Kind of being selfish about it, but at the same time, I'm trying to follow my dreams and follow my happinesses. And if that's a problem for somebody else, like there's a point where I'm not gonna compromise. Right now, I don't feel like I have to. I need to be like true to myself a little bit, and I think I can find someone that enjoys what I enjoy too. And I don't have any kids. I'm not married. I don't really need to be compromising with anybody. I need to be finding someone that that is like me, that likes me. Isn't embarrassed by me or my stuff, like lock it away in a room. I'm not like stuck in it to deal with it. Like I don't. That's how I feel. Like I don't have to deal with it. I can find someone else. Or the same, but it's true. Been married. Blessed that.
A lot of times I try to figure out how my wife deals with me, to be honest.
Well, I agree with that too, that I got dealing with me. I can be a little intense.
I'm going to switch the microphone over to the camera that I'm using so that you guys can hear me talking over there. Because I can hear you over there, but I can't hear me because the microphone's facing me.
At a point, I was tempted to move back to Arizona by myself, but move to Arizona and go like, I don't want to live with my dad, but my dad and me get along so much, like because we're the same kind of people, and like between all his saltwater tanks and all my stuff, like we would just have a house full of aquariums. It would be I'm trying to talk him into breeding fish again. He's stopped with the tilapia, but I'm trying to talk him into it again. But I was thinking about that for a minute, like. I don't want to live with my father, though, but at the same time, he's getting older, and there's only so much time left. It would be nice to spend some time around him, but yeah, we would go nuts with the fish keeping would be a problem.
I don't see that as a problem.
There's a point that Master Aquatics, he was doing a video this last week with his sons, like doing the cleaning tanks. They have a basement full of tanks. I don't know where they're at. They're over like, I think they're got to be over like 50 aquariums or more. And it's like they've got 2 solid days of cleaning tanks and water changes. And it's like his 2 sons have to help him do it. Like there's a point when you can go too far. Unless you're making money off of it, that's a lot of work for a hobby.
Well, I have like this thing. I have this thing for me. The moment it turns from like having fun to work,
right?
I'll switch tanks.
Yep.
You know, that's when I realize that I'm actually not having fun with them anymore. I'm actually, it's just way too much to deal with, considering I'm wanting something ornamental in my living room versus another pet. Do you guys understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Like I like looking at them.
Yeah.
I don't want to walk them.
Same way for the YouTube channel for me. Like I do look at it as a business and a branding and thing like that. But if there's a point when it's just like not fun anymore, then I'm not going to do it anymore.
Well,
like
when it starts to
there is
feel
some work
like
to it,
chore,
but
that's when
when I first started doing my YouTube channel, I started doing that just because it was fun to make videos, and that's why I only make one, maybe two a week, and I have set days that I do it. It's usually normally Saturday night that they come out. And sometimes on a Friday when I'm bored because I'm off Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But I don't push, or I don't ask for a bunch of subscribers or anything like that, because I'm just having fun. I don't expect everybody to watch all of my videos, because I'm very rarely going through the videos as well. You know, I try my hardest to make it through all of the subscribers, but man, that's a lot. You know, it truly is. It's overwhelming at sometimes.
Well, it's funny too, because I can make other pieces of content and they're a breeze to edit. But I'll tell you what, the hashtag FishFam News, that is real work for me. Like there does get some time, not frustrated, but it's a lot of work for one video compared to talk about one of my tanks, and I'm dealing with this problem with this tank and I'm doing this or that. Bam, bam, bam. I film it out and I can cut it up, throw it together, and render it, post it. No big deal. No hard work. But there's a lot of work that goes into the news, and it's.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Anything that's good,
yeah.
Anything that's good is a lot of work, though. And you've got an actual brand that you can start up right there. You already know that tons of us are watching it.
Well, about 200. It's not that bad. It's not that big of a deal. I mean,
well, yeah,
I can do a video.
Yeah, but that's right now.
Right, but I can do a video. True, but I can do a video about like my outdoor fish keeping adventures. Like say, I have one video. My first one. Well, I have my first one, the wild guppy title, to get more views on it. It's a native and wild native and wild guppy adventure, and I have 140,000, or any of the other ones that I've done, between 1,000 views on those videos, and they're more fun to create and they're easier to edit, and a lot more views off of those. Most of my subscribers come from that content and want to see that content. There's only the core group. Like I have the hashtag FishFam News is community content, and our community is big, but it's not that big. So like I get between 200 and 400 views on the news, and that's it. That's the core hardcore hashtag FishFam people. We're about 400 of us or more, and that's who watches the news and beyond. It doesn't go beyond that really. So it's a lot of work for a little bit of views when I'm looking at like the views on a video or 100,000 views on a video. I get a lot more out of doing those adventures and talking about my fish tanks. Even like I did one video. I've only done one video ever on breeding for profit, and it has like 10,000 views or something. I don't know, like 10,000 views, and it was like I didn't even get any money for these fish. I dropped them off for free at the pet store. It wasn't even a profit thing, but I called it fish breeding for profit. It was the title.
You know what's so funny, man? Is like I have I have videos in Hap Nation because I did have predator haps before I switched to Tanganyikans. And I've got more views on my predator hap videos than the fish I actually like to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like I liked the predator haps, but they were so giant and so much work for me in an apartment. Like if I had a smaller house or if I lived in a house, I'd love to have them again. But when I started that, I wasn't expecting to take my entire living room into a aquarium. You know, like my fish tank turned in my entire living room into Sea Life Aquarium.
Yeah.
And I didn't want that. I just wanted, essentially, I wanted another TV.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wanted to look at something and just be like, "Ah, it's so cool in there," and just watch TV too, and play my Xbox.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I haven't been talkative. I'm not.
What was that, Chris in the house?
Yeah, my.
What is he doing? There's no video, but he's in there screaming, yelling at somebody.
Yeah, my acrylic tank was in dire need of cleaning. So.
Oh, I got to deal with the tank today. Oh, I got to deal with 2 tanks today. Bad stuff I don't want to do. Well, no, I've got the snails. I guess people are telling me now that cone snails, they're not Malaysian trumpet snails, but they are a local cone snail. But I've had a few people tell me that when the population gets too high, they'll eat each other, and that's supposedly why the water is so cloudy. It's like a milkiness. It's not like green water. It's more of a cloudy, like someone put a dash of milk in my aquarium. So I got and it's a Caridina shrimp tank, and the shrimp mean a lot to me. And so I got rid of the Synodontis that was in the below it. So now that tank is empty, and I'm going to pull that tank today or tomorrow. I'm going to pull that tank, empty it out completely. It's a dirted Wallstad tank, which is pointless because there's no plants in it. So I'm going to clean it out completely. I'm going to set it up with fluval stratum and make it a shrimp tank, and then move every single yellow King Kong that I can get out of the top tank. Get them all down there with no snails, and then quarantine the plants, a little hydrogen peroxide and some water, and quarantine them in a bucket. Try to get rid of all the snails off the plants on there, and get some assassin snails in there to make sure that there's no snails.
I'm moving the Jack Dempsey back into the 125 right now. I'm like, let's do this. They're not breeding, and the tank looks like crap.
But no more Wallstad tanks for me. No more dirted aquariums. That was an experiment. It was fun. I got it from Dustin. Dustin got me on that thing back years ago. And they only last for about 6 months or so, and then they lose their luster, and the plants are starting to starve for nutrients after they eat everything up out of this organic potting soil. Anyways, yeah, I'm over that. I have like 4 of those tanks, and they all have to be converted and get rid of the soil and move them over to EcoComplete or Sitter. No more dirt.
Here we go. All right, finally. The Jacks are back in their house.
So
that's another thing I'm planning on doing. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say.
Go ahead,
so Matthew. I put some Anubias in my show tank with the Tanganyikans. It's doing great. They're messing
You have shrimp with Tanganyikan stick?
No.
Wait, you have shrimp
Anubias
cichlids?
Anubias.
No, I put Anubias in my show tank with my Tanganyikans, and they're not messing with them.
I'm confused, but wait, you're saying you have a shrimp tank that has Tanganyikans in it?
No. I put my Anubias plants
from the shrimp
tank.
From the shrimp tank. Okay.
No, No. We're lost here. I have my my shell dweller tank that I grow all my plants out in. And I took them out
Okay.
of my shell dweller tank since they got a little bit big enough and put them in with my show tank inside of my 90 with my Tanganikans. And the Tanganikans are doing fine with
Okay.
them.
Wow.
I was expecting them
Right,
to
yeah.
ravage them, but nothing's. I guess because I put a lot of work and a lot of time and thought into this setup because I kept running into problem after problem after problem. Well, this time I went with Sand Dwellers, which is a bottom sifter, and I went with Feather Fins, which is a mid swimmer, and then I went with Cypachromis, which is a top swimmer, and I set it up exactly to where I could get the least aggression possible on the show tank. And you guys ever done something and actually been a little bit too surprised? Like you think something's going to go wrong at any moment because it's just working so well?
Yeah.
Nice.
My
Nice.
Patreon feel about that. Last night I sent a picture of my shrimp tank. And I was like, I don't know what's going on here. I didn't do it, but I got like almost 1,000 shrimp in my 29.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Wow.
They exploded over the last month.
Sweet.
So,
Those are cherries? Cherry shrimp?
yeah, cherry shrimp. Yeah. The same thing's going on in this Montezuma tank. I mean, I put 3 cherry shrimp in there and there's 10 now. They're just exploding. They must love the water I've got. But I got freaking filters that don't want to stay where they're supposed to stay. The suction cups suck on these sponge filters. Not in a good way. Put this.
Oh, I should be at the beach.
I think we all should be at the beach.
I miss the beach.
I can see it from my window, though. It's not good.
I miss the beach. Madison, me too.
I heard that. That's great.
It was so much fun.
I would miss.
She's getting a little older now, to where this time she actually enjoyed it. Last time she was so terrified of it, but this time I was yelling at her and screaming at her the whole time to get out of the water. I'd look over there and she's about riptide height. I'm like, God, no.
From Arizona, where do you go? To Rocky Point, or that's kind of spooky,
No.
I guess these days.
Well, I like Rocky Point, but my wife doesn't like going down there. We just go to San Diego, but we've gone so many times now that where we've picked exactly which beach that we like now. So, I mean, because there's it's not just San Diego. You know, I mean, there's parts of San Diego that people go to. You know, there's family ones, there's the rich side, there's the homeless side. You know, there's places and things that you have to know. You know, and then because like you don't want to pull up into La Jolla and go up in there in your Malibu, parking next to Maseratis. You know, I mean, I don't know. It's not like you can't, but you feel so out of place if you totally do.
Or you don't want to go to the homeless side and have people like begging for money while you're trying to sit on the beach. Right. So
yeah. So, you know, well, it's kind of hippie-ish in Mission Beach too, but when you go to places like Oceanside or Ensenadas, like Carlsbad, that's like an area where people go and camp. They take tents and they take trailers.
Yeah, yeah.
It's terrible there for people that just stay in hotels. So, but you can stay in a hotel in Carlsbad and go to beaches in Ensenadas. I don't know. There's places that you gotta find, but I enjoy San Diego more than I do Los Angeles.
When I lived in Tucson, we'd go down to we'd go to Rocky Point, but
Puerto Penasco.
That can be pretty spooky too, though. These days, it's pretty.
This is so weird.
Just a lot of trouble.
I didn't mean to interrupt you guys, but this is so weird. Cameron's Jack Dempsey's haven't been in this 125 for a month. Okay, they've been gone for a month. I just put them in there, and the Oscar used to be like their best friend. They would hang out, all three of them together. And
he owns the tank now.
Yeah, they're back in the tank with the Oscar, and the Oscar's like, "Hey, buddies, I missed you guys. Where'd you go?" And they're all hanging out.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool. I thought he was going to be tank boss or something.
Yeah, well, he was the tank boss for a whole month, and now he's back to knocking everybody back down to the places where they were before those tank Jacks left.
Huh.
Green Texan
That's
doesn't
something I want to go find.
Place.
I want to go to Jamaica and go visit Raleigh that has Jamaica fish keeping. Fish keeping is the name of his channel. But I've been talking a lot personally, and even when he had just a couple of videos, I found him right off the bat when he was new. And I was talking about going to visit him, and I'm still gonna do it sometime after Peru and stuff. But I'm gonna go to Jamaica. It's just like a $300 round trip ticket. But Jack Dempsey's they got them in the wild there.
$300? That's like me taking a round trip ticket to freaking Las Vegas.
No, yeah, it's
so
the same distance. I'm not very far from it.
Yeah, you can't just drive, huh?
Drive.
You kind of can't.
Well,
if I had a boat, that'd be different.
Everything for him is like whenever it goes to shipping, like I could ship my coffee mug to me, and it costs $24. I ship it to him, and it's $18. It's just everything is closer to him than it is to me.
Probably is close. Well, probably coming out of Florida or something then. But it'd be cool to go check out. They've got a lot of rivers in Jamaica, a lot of fresh water in Jamaica, and I don't know that the Jack Dempseys are indigenous to there.
No, they're not.
No, but they're in the wild like crazy there now. Just like
American cichlid.
Well, what happened is the agriculture department in Jamaica it's probably closer to 10 years ago now. They're promoting ornamental fish farming as a form of farming in Jamaica. So out grants to people that would try to start their own ornamental fish farms. And in that process, ornamental fish that got released into the wild and stuff like that. And that's pretty much how the Jack Dempseys ended up in the waterways in Jamaica.
Want pancakes?
And other fish, mollies, black mollies, and wild type mollies. And in St. Croix as well. Like, I have a friend of mine that I met through the channel, and fan, and he's born and raised here in the Virgin Islands, but he lives in the States now. But he has a house in St. Croix, and they went out and they found black mollies in the wild.
That's cool.
But they're not indigenous. They were definitely released into the wild there, probably in some kind of an ornamental fish farming project or something like that. But I definitely want to go down there and go find black mollies and wild type mollies for the fun of it, because they're not here. I live in a place that's a national park, so I have to have permits to film in a lot of places, but it's for that reason as well. There's not a lot of like invasive species. It's pretty pristine. So I only really have like 3 species of fish. There's the wild guppies, there's the mountain mullet, and a goby fish, the banana goby, and those are the only fish. And then there's 5 different species of crayfish or shrimp.
Well, you got a lot more than us. we got a few fish in Arizona. I guess we have a lot. Now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, we got a lot.
In Arizona?
Doesn't seem like it. It just doesn't seem like it, because where I live, there is no water besides canals, It's pretty dry.
Yeah. Yeah. Up there, you know, around there, the cold water and stuff, though.
Right, pancakes are ready.
All right. All the tanks are fed. Yay.
Oh, my lights aren't even on yet.
Mine come on in the afternoon.
It's 11:10. It's 11 o'clock here.
Hey, so how long do you guys run your plant lights?
My lights are on all day.
Woo.
Right now, I think I'm at 8 or 9 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to go like 12, but algae will happen.
Yeah,
That's
I keep
for
mine
sure.
on like 6.
I mean, I can actually keep the algae down too if I do enough water changes, but I got to keep the TDS really, really, really low, and then maybe I can go 10 or 12 hours with light and not get out. But it's kind of a balance, you know. If I keep the water clean enough and keep the lighting short enough, there's no algae, like major algae outbreaks or anything, or green water.
Right.
Yeah, there's some fighting going on.
Balance.
25. The Green Texas doesn't like the idea of being knocked down.
Oh.
I look up and I see
Bunch of the
Justin
beast.
stretching, and I'm like, the first thing that pops into my head is, "We are the champions."
Teresa, what are you doing
Yeah.
there? We're talking too much. I know we're.
Oh, no, it's fine. I'm just listening. I'm kind of like watching my axolotl swim around. Just doing the laps of the tank.
These mosquito fish eating any of this food? No,
I need to get another light for my angelfish tank. They've actually gone for a month now because I got the light wet and fried it out. But they don't really honestly. I mean, they're getting enough light. They're right behind me, over there. But they're getting enough light anyways, just in the room. But they're fish really. So they're
We can go
upright.
to like a hardware
There's no
store.
plants in there,
Those
so there's
strips,
nothing.
LED.
I don't have to worry about photosynthesis.
You
But
can get
they
those
need a light.
strips of LED lights from the hardware store, and they work really well.
Yeah, well, we don't have them here at our hardware store, but yeah, I'd have to buy them off of Amazon. But that's all I really need,
Right
honestly,
here.
for them.
That's being lit up
Yeah.
by 2 little LED strips. That's Yogurt's tank.
I still have some of my tanks that aren't on a timer right now, and I got to get everything lined up and completely automated before I leave for Peru because I can't expect her to do anything with them except maybe sprinkle a little bit of food. And I'm gonna have a little argument with her about that because she said she's not taking care of any of my gone.
Get those
I
7.
feed her dog and I take her dog out for walks so she can feed my fish. I mean,
Those
seriously,
7
I
feeder things that dissolve over.
I have one. Oh, I have even a battery-powered, like automatic feeder that
Yeah.
has on a timer. Yeah,
Those
that
things
feeds
are
up to 6 times a day. But I don't use it for anything because I'd overfeed a tank, honestly, with one of those. I don't know, overfeed, really, unless it's a breeding tank. That's kind of what I save it for if I was going to have like a grow-out tank for fry. And I would put really finely ground up food in it and open up this just a little bit and just let them get fed like 4 or 5 times while I'm at work and stuff. So that's kind of what I keep it around for, but I don't have breeding right now. So
Oh, I gotta get squash today. That's right. I'm
Ooh,
trying to think.
You guys,
squash.
you guys see my video here? There's a blue fish that's right in the middle of the screen there, slightly to the right. His name's Turbo because he doesn't have a caudal fin. My kids bought him and he didn't have a caudal fin. They're like, "Oh, it'll grow back." It has never grown back. He is almost 4 or 5 months old.
Funky
Nothing.
frog.
He uses his anal and dorsal fin to swim. And look at, he darts around just like the rest of them.
Probably just genetics, huh?
I don't know what his what.
Is this
what
a genetic thing?
No, it was
That's
beat
at a
up.
different place. We're
My
not
kid-
even there.
My kids bought him because he was beat up, and they gave him they sold him to him for
We're
$1.
not invited to that.
They're like, oh, we won't be able to
Sucking
sell
that
this
lip.
guy. He doesn't have a caudal fin. You can have him for $1. You know, my kids are all about the
Rescues.
Can I pull your
Yeah,
tooth
that's
out?
another thing. I'm more. No more rescues.
No.
No more rescues. I say that, but my heart is bigger than that, so we'll see. But
I
yeah,
mean-
no more rescues and no more Wallstad tanks.
You look
And
at
no
that
more
tank,
fish.
almost all
No
the,
more imports from Thailand and stuff.
almost all of those are red
No more.
zebras, because the red zebra bred right after I got them, and they managed to survive. But yeah, that one, the big yellow one there, that's the dominant male in the tank, and the Venestas and my peacock just let him be, because he's mean. I got a dolphin morii over there on the side that normally would be a huge fish, and he's just like, all right, I'll chill over here. He ain't bugging me. I'll leave him alone.
Yeah. Antisocial
So-
over there.
There's 23 fish in that tank.
What's up?
It's 35 gallon. There's a ton of jewel cichlids. I wish the jewels would come up a little bit higher so you could see them. There's one at the bottom, but there's 6 jewel
Oh, yeah, we
cichlids
got-
in there.
She's got her stream in an hour, right? Isn't it 12?
What's that?
I think.
Oh yeah,
My internet is
on her
so
stream.
bad. Yeah, no, my internet is so bad right now. I can hear like half of what you guys are saying. I don't know if it's Google Hangouts. I don't know if it sounds that way to you guys. I think it's just my internet is so bad.
We've gotten used to it.
Well,
No, am I
I'm gonna
choppy
get
too?
out of here. I gotta get ready to
A
go
little
do some
bit.
stuff today.
Yeah. All right, man.
I got Sunday.
Matthew, do you like to be
Sunday
called
morning
Matthew or
stuff.
Matt?
Matthew.
Do you like to be called Matthew? Matthew? Okay, then I won't call you Matt.
I still gotta get my monster ready.
All right, Matthew, you have
Put
a
it-
good day, man.
You guys have a good day too.
All right. Take care.
Yeah, it's 3 a.m. here. I gotta at least try and get in a couple of hours of sleep, otherwise my body will just not function.
Make my
Uh-oh, you're being bad staying up late to hang out with us. What?
No, hang out with
3
you is just a
a.m..
bonus instead of like sitting there playing Xbox or reading a book or watching random YouTube videos. Like
That's
people
what it
eating MREs from all over the world.
Random YouTube videos.
The only cash I had yesterday.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed.
The only other cash I have is a $100 bill, and that's for Ilya.
Well, have a good evening.
All right, Teresa, you're gonna come back for my stream tonight, right? Or well, for you it'd be tomorrow night.
She's gonna be sleeping. She's gonna be
No,
sleeping.
I'll try and make it. Like I suffer from
It's like 10
insomnia
hours
and
from now.
anxiety and stuff. So what? 10 hours from now it's 3 a.m. So
Yeah. So it'll be
Probably
perfect time for you. You could make my Sunday streams without any issue. As long as you get up till
yeah,
3
instead of
o'clock.
like
If she doesn't
2,
sleep in.
3 o'clock in the morning. No, it'll be like 12 p.m., 1 p.m. here.
Yeah. So right in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
It's so
If she doesn't sleep in.
No, I won't. I can't because I have to get my kids up for school and do
Oh,
mum
you need to go to
things.
bed.
Yeah, Joseph, you need to
Yeah.
go to bed. I need to leave. Teresa needs to
I
leave.
don't need to go to bed. I gotta get ready. I got a live stream in 3 hours.
I wanna chill before Dee's stream so I don't miss her stream today. So
Okay, I'll see you guys later.
you have a good one. See
All
ya.
right.
See you later, Joseph. I'm taking off too, brother.
Oh no. All right.
I'll talk to you
Everybody's
later.
leaving me alone. This is awesome. I can talk to
You can
myself.
do it. You can talk to yourself. You can do it. I gotta
I get to do that in 3 hours. Here.
I'll see you later, bro.
All right.
Bye.
Yeah. So who does that leave in chat? That leaves ProTim and Crafts Sisters Rock and E. She's still in here. Oh boy. And I'm yawning. Oh, where's Jason? Jason, what are you doing? Get in here. Come hang out in the panel, dude. Dude. I should just be doing water changes or tearing down this tank. I need to tear down this tank so bad. Lights aren't even on yet. Let me turn them on. Hi, Elliot. How are you? That's a video. That's a video. Make a mess there, doggy. You're making a mess. Diva, help. No. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. I gotta do something with this tank, with the cloudy one. This is gonna be a big project if I try to move everything. I'm literally gonna have to put all the plants in a hydrogen peroxide of some kind to kill them because I do not want those snails going over into the other tank. And I have to get a whole bunch of assassin snails as well. Sure, any of them. 0 snails, or at least no cone snails except for assassin snails. I don't know. Who's hanging out in the who's stuff over here? Dan. I'm all by myself. I need to play that song. I'm all by myself. Let's see, where else is I gonna go? Go find somebody. Go find some people to come get in here. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I'm going to take this as a time for a bathroom break. Seems about right. Yeah. I'll be right back. What do we put on there? Yeah. Be right back. Be right back. Be right back. Everybody's. There's 5 people watching me sit at my desk. Oh, I need that piece of paper to go with that piece of paper. Somebody in the chat, where's this chat at? There's 5 of you watching, lurking. Somebody chat with me, at least in this chat,
Hello, I'm back.
please. Thank God. Oh my Lord. I'm glad that didn't last any longer. With
What
myself.
happened to everybody?
They all left. I scared
Everybody abandoned you?
everybody away. Scared them away.
Get out. Huh.
No. Everybody. Well, it's 3 o'clock in the morning where Teresa's at, so she had to go to bed.
Okay then.
She's got to wake up in the morning and take care of her children.
Where's D at?
Dee's got a stream about 45 minutes, so I don't know if she's still lurking, but she's probably getting ready for her stream. I thought Jason's in here somewhere. I thought Jason might come into the panel. I don't know if he's invited or not.
Jason. Fish Tropic.
Fish Tropic, yeah.
I don't see his name nowhere.
He was chatting. He's still here, or it was still here. That's right. I forget how that works. You can't see if somebody's lurking necessarily by typing in their name with the.
Oh yeah,
if they chat. But if they chat.
10:30 when he was in here.
Yeah. I literally typed someone's name in with the @ symbol, and it showed that they're still. That showed that they're still lurking, but not participating. But it doesn't really count. If someone has participated at any given time in that stream, you can type that @ symbol in their name, and they're going to show up. But it doesn't mean that they're lurking. It doesn't mean that they're still present.
Waking up.
That's what I know. I have a horrible internet today. It is bad. I probably should not even do a live stream today.
Oh boy.
I don't know. I really would rather go to the beach and film something, or go somewhere and film something, than to sit around here. Sunday's like my really big day for filming a lot of content. Full house to myself to just set up lights and microphone and go nuts, or go off on an adventure. But the only problem is I have to be back here and ready by 2 o'clock for my live streams. I prefer to do my live stream later in the evening, but later in the evening for me would be really late for everyone else. Wait, how does that go? No, I could go really late in the evening and it would be fine for everybody on the West Coast. It would still be like dinner time for them, and it would be like 9 or 10. The problem is I would be cutting into Corey does a late night live stream. It's late for me, but it's like 6 o'clock his time, but it's 9 o'clock my time.
Rob ain't doing no stream no more. I just noticed that.
Bob Steam? No, Bob Steam fought.
No, Rob.
Rob from what?
Flip Aquatic. Yeah.
And he doesn't have a regular live stream.
Yes, he do. On Saturdays, Sundays he does. He used to.
Oh well, maybe I'm just missing it.
Remember he used to do his shrimps on Saturday nights at 6 o'clock, right after Corey.
He didn't mean on Sundays.
On Sundays, yeah.
But Sunday or Saturday?
Sundays.
Yeah, Sunday. Yeah.
He just don't do it no more.
Oh.
Yep, I guess he don't.
Yeah, Steambots have a pull out.
His throat.
He's having to pull out old content to post because of the losing his voice. I noticed 9 minutes ago he posted one of his feeding an 800-gallon aquarium video, which is probably old content. We have another person from the Philippines. Hello, how are you? I've noticed that you've been getting a lot of people from the Philippines showing up
Yeah,
in your streams.
I love the Philippines. I stay over there all the time.
Oh, well, that explains it, I guess.
Yeah, I love Philippine people. They are so
Well, I don't have
sweet.
a problem with anybody. I just been noticing like last night there was 2 or 3 people that popped in,
Hmm.
and then I always have to go check out their channels and look at their videos.
Hmm. There are some fishermen over there in the Philippines.
Oh yeah, yeah. I have a lot of subscribers from the Philippines and from Thailand and India.
India, they do have fishermen.
Oh, India is a major part of YouTube for the size of their country. Well, they're a huge country, really.
Yeah, it is humongous. That's where I be at, over in India or in the Philippines.
You mean you go
They
visit?
got big. No, I'll go over there on YouTube.
Oh, on YouTube. Okay.
Hmm. I'm starting to learn the language. I understand some of the language. I'm learning how to speak. I'm learning how to translate it and learn how to read it. That's weird. But I watched so many of the other videos. It's starting to make sense to me. Not being so much in their live chat. And a lot of them helping me out. So I'm not just going over there just you over there just to get what they call that now? Subs. No. I like the cooking. But over in India is the cooking, the music.
She gets a lot of views on her videos for having only 388 subs. It's a good view, especially her newer videos she's got some really nice thumbnails going on her last 4 videos. She's getting a lot of views. I don't know if I'm promoting them. It's not a lot of views in ratio to the amount of viewers that she has. I mean, the amount of subscribers. Anyways, I have lots of channels, especially if it's somebody I don't know.
I'm just throw the link up for Dan. Maybe he might come in. Here's the
Oh,
link.
Happy Fish Guy.
Yeah, I ain't saw Dan in so long. There's the link, Dan, if you're gonna come on. I used to have Dan right there. I used to be able to get Dan the link. But now I haven't saw Dan in so long. Diva's cooking. D's cooking.
Steamfot's gonna. I should email him or message. I don't think Steamfot's gonna be doing his live stream tomorrow.
I guess Chris must have left to go do his family thing this morning. He was on the stream before I left.
These are the core days of our carnival. The next 3 or 4 days are the big day. I got a friend of mine who is possibly will be my Jimmy for my channel if I can afford him. But he's from Ecuador. He's a good friend of mine. His name is Jorge, and we're going out tonight to play with our cameras today and tomorrow night. And then July is our big
Oh,
our
you got
big
to show it in the
parade,
link.
and I have to go film the parade. I'm gonna make a video about that this out something, right? Because 4th of July is Wednesday.
Yes.
No, Thursday.
No, it's Wednesday, ain't it? The
No,
4th is Wednesday.
today's the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Yeah, Wednesday. Okay.
It's Wednesday.
But either way, so the video will probably come out Friday morning if I do a video about that.
Always have fun catching you, Biggie.
And I gotta just cram out this week. I gotta film so much stuff. I'm definitely going to the beach and doing some. Go do another turtle. I'm just gonna cram out so much content as much as I can and get it all edited so that I have it before I go to Peru.
No kidding.
So that I have stuff that comes out while I'm gone, keep things moving.
How long had this stream been going on? For 2 hours or 3?
Oh, I don't know.
Stream. 3
At
hours.
least 3 hours.
3 hours.
Yeah.
I said Chris wasn't streaming, so I know go ahead and stream for Chris.
I do have to go run outside here for a minute. Let the dog out for a minute or something.
I don't know if I want to keep it going. I know I'm gonna stop it at noon.
Yeah, oh, that's right. I gotta get ready too. Oh man, I gotta get ready.
I need to get up and cook something. I know if you leave, I'm gonna go ahead and just shut it on down. It's been on for 3 hours
Well,
anyway.
yeah, no, I don't even know what I really. I guess I'm just
There's
can't
nobody
keep.
on here anyway.
Well, I don't know that my internet's gonna be strong enough to do a live stream.
So what you want me to do? You want me to start it back up at?
Oh no, I don't go on that. I'm probably gonna try to do a live stream. If it's just really choppy, I'm just gonna keep it really short.
No, okay then. And you
But
tell people you can't do it. You just gonna have
well,
them.
right. If people are telling me it's really, really choppy, I'm just gonna keep it like a half an hour instead of an hour, just because it is what it is, and I can get on with getting some other stuff done too. But I should try to.
I lit my balls on fire Friday and Saturday.
Do fire?
That's what he did. Dan that said, not me.
Who said that?
Dan, Happy Fish guy.
Oh
He's a
yeah.
he fire dancing.
Oh.
That's what he do in the summertime. He fire dance.
Oh, I had some friends a lot of that, or working with fire and stuff. He lit his balls on fire. Oh, but he's talking about poi. He's not talking about his balls. He's talking about poi, right?
You know they doing that with the tortures.
He's talking about poi. He swung them around.
Mm-hmm.
I started practicing with that. At one point, I was trying to get into spinning poi and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, poi.
Yeah. But I don't know. I always want to do that fire breathing thing, but it's not good for getting white gas in your lungs and stuff. It's really unhealthy if you put it in your mouth and stuff. But I had friends of mine that used to do that and taught me how to do that. Like I can do it. I can blow fire like that out of my mouth, but you're just misting white gas out of your mouth, but you end up swallowing a little bit of it. You end up drinking a little white gas there when you do that. It's
Mm-hmm.
not the healthiest thing to do. Yep. Who do we have here? You have another friend from to be India.
India. Yep.
They're very pretty. Oh, that's a little. That's not who I thought it was.
That's a
Oh,
thumbnail.
it's a thumbnail and it's a 6-year-old. But the food
Oh.
is looking good there. Only have 3 videos. They only have. Oh no! Wait a minute. What am I saying? Look at all those videos.
All those videos. You got tons of videos.
Yeah. Crazy stuff. The food stuff I like though.
The food, the dancing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the music.
Well, we eat a lot of Hindu because there's a really strong Indian population here on the island, islands, and they have and from hundreds of years ago, there's an influx of people from India that came here, and that's where you have like the Trinidadian people from Trinidad. There's a lot of Indian blood and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but it shows in the food, because we do a lot of like puri roti and stuff like that, like a lot of different homemade breads and chutneys and stuff like that all kind of came from the or like there she's got the pickled mango and stuff like that. That's all in our food here. We eat that stuff here, even though it's more Indian than anything. Lots of curries, red and yellow curry, and yeah, makes me want to go eat. And there's all I can go have it too, because fair
Making
stuff
them
kind of
hungry.
going on in the carnival. There's all that food. If I might try to go do some of that during the day, I just don't want to go out at night so much with my camera and get robbed for it,
It's
because it
evening
can be a little gangster here.
Yep. It's not morning there. It's evening time.
Where for me, no, it's the same time.
No.
Oh, in India, yeah.
India. It's almost evening time. That's bad. I know the time zones.
Huh.
Big Easy be everywhere.
I guess so. Let's see. Priscilla's still asleep.
No, she can't be.
Ashley's still asleep.
That boy is up. She can't be asleep. He about to get he up
Who?
now. Her son is up.
No, but her husband is got. Well, I know too much. He's got the weekends off, I think, now, so you can keep an eye on him. She's sleeping in.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he got him and keeping him occupied.
Yeah. I gotta binge watch all of Peter McKinnon's videos.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for filming, he's got some really, really good videos, and I like his attitude. He's funny and energetic, but he really teaches. And that's where Jimmy learns a lot of his stuff from Peter McKinnon's videos. I've noticed that because Peter McKinnon does something, and then Joey. I mean, not did I say Joey? Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Yeah. Peter McKinnon will do something and make a video about it, and then Jimmy does the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like he does it, like the whole thing where he does the time travel and he like vanishes away in smoke or pops up in smoke.
Mm-hmm.
He learned that from Peter McKinnon. I mean, he learned it however he learned it, but yeah, Peter McKinnon did a video 2 months on how to do that, and then Jimmy started doing it. I should learn how to do it, but I need After Effects. I need the Adobe Suite to do that kind of stuff. My software won't. The software that I'm using now is a free open source thing. I probably could do it in here, but it'd be a lot easier to do some of those effects in Adobe Premiere. Alrighty. Well, what am I gonna do? I guess I should get out of here and go get my house cleaned up
Cook
and
something.
figure out exactly what I'm gonna do my stream about and try to do it for at least a half an hour. But I'm choppy right now, huh? I mean, I'm breaking up a little bit.
No, you better now. It's starting to clear up.
Yeah. Well, it was really bad. Like the internet was completely down earlier, in the middle of the night, anyways, and now it's coming
It's
back.
starting getting better.
Yeah, I'll try to stream and see what happens. I'll get through it anyways. Subject matters so much right now,
Cut it
anyways.
out, so I'm gonna go eat
Oh,
something.
he did a collaboration, collaboration with Mad Fish Diva.
Yeah, they did it.
What?
Yep, it was this morning.
He wanted to do something with. Yeah, he wanted to do something like a month ago, but the way he wants to do it, I just don't have time for that. No offense, man, but he wants to like. He has a whole scripted thing, and then he wants you to sit down and follow
Jay,
through the script and redo and film everything on your side and
Jay
basically
it's a
ask
crowded.
who what
He want to catch up. He want to put your label, your stream up, so Dan know who you are.
where
Dan, he want your channel. Type something on
what's
the
my channel, bud?
channel, so
Oh yeah,
Dan know who you are.
sub to me already. I'm sub to him.
Dan don't.
Been sub to
Not long
him.
ago they been since Dan been around.
Watch me say that and go to his channel and see that I'm not sub. Yeah, I've been sub to him for a while, but
There's
he
a lot of
doesn't have
people.
any videos. Why don't you
He
have
got
any
old
videos?
videos. He got videos. Dan got videos.
Oh, he does. He put out a video 2 days ago. That's right. I almost used it in the news.
Oh my
Duh.
God, I haven't even saw nothing.
I'm spacing out. I'm sorry. I'm spacing out. But I've definitely been subbed to him for a while. I'm used to chatting with him in the stream. I thought he
Yeah.
was subbed to me though by now.
No, y'all should be, cause Dan been.
Should be.
I,
He wants to be in the
Dan been
news. He
around.
better be subbed to me.
Me and Dan been friends for I think 2 years or 3 years. 2 years, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, Dan. I put out the hashtag FishFam News this morning, and then I did a video yesterday on turtles, on hawkbill sea turtles. Took the GoPro out into the diving with the sea turtles, and I'm gonna do that again this week. That'll probably come out in a couple of weeks, though, from when I do the filming. But I gotta build my own a stabilized camera tray for underwater. I'm gonna build it from scratch out of PVC pipe so that I can go out with the GoPro and get some much shots, and even set the camera up like on a tripod kind of thing. Set it up in the ocean so that it's just sitting there. But it's a lot of fun chasing turtles around, that's for sure. And getting right up on them, getting close-up shots of the turtle in their face.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I haven't done yet is like ride a turtle.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't know that I want to do that. Like, just because I don't want to stress them out or bother them, but but I could totally if I set the camera up like in front of the turtles and then go swim down next to a turtle and like hold on to his shell, I could get a free ride from a turtle. I don't know how.
Cups of coffees. I need like 5. Dan drink coffee all day long.
I'm on my second cup, but I really don't need much more. I'm gonna switch over. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I gotta stop drinking the coffee. What is what? This was
Ain't working.
16 to 50.
No more breaking up.
So that is
No
the
more breaking up.
yeah. It's almost 12 to 1, 1 to 2. I might even go take a walk right now with the camera and go film some stuff, some carnival shots of like that stuff.
That would be nice for 2 o'clock.
Oh, maybe. What, use them, you mean? Like
Yeah, if you could put it on,
show some of that stuff?
show some of the yeah, for 2. Go get some film for it so you can have it.
But I wasn't thinking about that so much because I want to edit a little bit. But I could
Just a little
definitely.
bit. Not a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, Cookie was
Thank
going
you,
to bed.
Teresa. I know. Well, she's still modding, which is nice. Kind of, only because that person was begging for subs.
Subs.
Yeah. I like the food videos though, but I'm still not gonna sub them though. I'm just strictly when it comes to JH Aquatics as the channel, all my subscriptions are strictly fish keeping, except for 2. I'm subbed to Casey Nice. Well, 3 of them. 2. Neistat and Peter McKinnon are the only channels that are not fish related that I'm subbed to on this channel. I mean, I have a lot of different crazy subs on my personal YouTube channel, or but I just try to keep it really clean so that I can use my feed to help me make the news. I don't want to filter through a bunch of other stuff. So I don't just sub just anybody at all. I'm very particular about what channels I'm subscribed to. And even some of the fish channels, if they're channels that they just don't do anything, I'll unsub them because I'm looking for people with content. Or I keep them around for a little while. Like I'll sub somebody that doesn't have any videos. If it looks like they're new and they're going to start making content, I'll sub them and hold on to them in my feed for a while to just in case they do actually make a piece of video and it's good and I can use it in the news. I'll mention them and support them. But there's been some people that made a couple of fish videos, but they were really just trying to find a space in YouTube. Like there was one guy that was doing a couple of fish videos, and then he just went strictly towards like dapping or something, or like in vaping or whatever, vaping. And I had to unsubscribe to him. I don't want that in my feed. I don't care about vaping and stuff like that. Anyways, all right, I'm gonna go get some stuff done. I am gonna go ahead and get out of here so I can get some stuff done and get ready.
All right, I'm about
Maybe
to
go shoot.
eat.
Yeah, I'm gonna go I'll go run through town with my camera and try to film some stuff for fun.
Everybody gone anyway.
I might go to do some pictures of. I'm probably gonna do some. I want to do some photography of some flowers just for fun. I'm trying to get some photography done as well, just to learn the camera, and also, yeah, trying to learn the camera. So I think I'm gonna go play with it for a little bit.
Get something for the night, for the 2 o'clock. Some pictures, and that'd be nice.
Well, not pictures. I'll post my photography. I'll post in Swisky and Company. That's usually where I'll put it, especially since like Jimmy's kind of my mentor a little bit when it comes to photography and cinematography and stuff. So that's probably where I would put my photography. It'd either be posted on my Facebook page or maybe both. But I definitely like to put it up in there so it can be critiqued by other photographers and stuff on Jimmy's. Because Swisky and Company, that Facebook page is a closed group. And most people in there are either YouTubers or photographers, photography-minded people. So it's a good place to post stuff and also ask questions about photography. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go get some stuff done.
All right.
But Yeah, I'm gonna do my stream, and then later today, maybe if you're doing the stream later this afternoon or this evening, that makes more sense for me. Unless there's
What's
I
called
gotta go.
9 o'clock. Robin are doing something at 6. So I guess after you, there's nobody else streaming in the fish community.
Who was it? I thought it was somebody last weekend. I'm not sure, but yeah, but I don't want to miss. I think it is open for a little while there. I think what was it? Alluring Betas did something after me, or so, I don't know. But D starts in about 4 minutes, I guess. So I say I'm getting out of here, but I'm probably going to end up going over there, popping in, at least making a public appearance in there for a minute.
I'm about to go
You
eat.
know. Alrighty. All right. Well, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll catch up with you later.
Yeah, I gotta go over to D, so I'm gonna go eat real quick and go over and see her.
Yeah.
Go get her some support. She was over here on this stream for a while.
She came in there for a minute. Yep.
But I never be on my own stream, so what's new?
Yeah.
I just
Right.
started up.
There you go.
Everybody say start a stream up. Somebody be here. I can leave the stream on and somebody still be here.
Pretty much.
I could just let this stream run for 24 hours a day. I bet it sounds crazy, but it's the truth.
It's true.
This is a 24-hour stream. I do have that title.
Alrighty. I'm gonna get out of here. I'll catch up with you later.
All right, then I'm about to go cook.
All right, man.
Okay then.